Still best to say, but still, I'll just see. Couple of minutes, boys. You ready? All the best. All the best, everyone.
I'll stop. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to CueballTV stream action. We have the Victorian 8-ball singles titles. Joining me in commentary is a guy that just can't fire and couldn't even make the last 16, much like myself, Michael Scary.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks to Paul Victoria. Well done.
Oh, that's a bit rough there, Mick. But anyway, we have a couple of cracking matches up here in the last 8. Race to 4. Matty Kerwood, Ballarat represent.
Dude with a ponytail that's from Geelong.
Daniel Thorpe apparently has made a stateside recently. And forgive me for not knowing who their opponents are because they're not on screen. I didn't actually check the draw. So Temajism Dixon is playing Daniel Thorpe.
Can you stop talking? Can you hear me, Dan? Sweet.
Matty Kerwood is actually playing Paul Clack, so it's an all Ballarat affair there. And let me just say, Matty Kerwood, I don't even think he's even been put much time into the game since he won the world title, but is actually playing very good pool at the moment. Apparently you just win world titles and it doesn't really matter what you do after you just win. Is that right, Scary? No, you didn't qualify.
I can't even see the screen. What's going on?
So that was actually not Matty's best shot. Tried to clip it thin and caught it the back rail.
You tried to play safe there.
I think he caught the back rail first there, mate. Just for people who are wondering if Scary doesn't make any sense today, he has had about 24 points after his devastating defeat on a table. To be fair, was probably the toughest in the room for the day.
I'll tell you what happened. I got seated, which was fine, and then you rock up on what's today? Sunday, and then you're on a table with like 7 other state players and Australian players, and they just run racks on you.
Which is a really good effort given there are only 5 on the table.
That's right, that's how stiff I was.
And I myself was on a tough table as well, but don't have the same excuses that Mick does.
Yeah, so I got like 3 visits to the table and it was all over. I was out by 11 o'clock. Went to the shopping centre and went to Kmart. That was about it.
And there's also the women's state titles going on at the moment as well. For those that do want some results, I know someone that's been very highly followed at the moment given the age of the young lady, and that's Isabella Di Giorgio. She actually got beaten by Katrina Defina 4-3. And standing right behind me as well, Rio Bolton got beaten. Oh, sorry, you changed your name back to McLaughlin, have you? Sorry, my bad. Rhiannon, Rio, whatever you want to call her. She knows who she is. She's got a couple of kids on the way. So we'll lost 4-2 to Danny Julik. Lucky I got that surname right. And Colby Poole beats Gov 4-3. And I think Linda Element beat Teresa Witten, who's just returned to Victoria, and that will cause a little bit of drama amongst the ranks because she can certainly play.
Is it race to 4?
Not sure if it's race to 4 or 5 yet, folks. We'll find out as the match gets closer. Don't take that best of as gospel as yet.
Well, I'll tell you what. If he knocks this black in, he wins the tournament.
This is a scary specialist black. I made comment on you.
I heard that too.
Apparently, I never commentated your match at all. Scary was always about Jake, but I made comment about you don't miss these shots.
I don't.
Actually, I think the black needs to be up about another foot for you for the shot that you never ever miss, but you play these shots well too. I actually will say he pots this.
I think Daniel will pot this.
Good snooker player. Makes 100 breaks, and in it goes. And Tam is wearing a very interesting shade of green there on whatever pool team he plays for on Sandown. I'll tell you what, those Sandown might need to consider their dress attire. That is a shocker, that shirt. Meanwhile, Matty's got himself into a spot of bother. Actually, no, he's on yellows. He's not looking too bad.
Matty on yellow?
I think he is. Maybe toying with the idea.
No, he's on red because he missed the red and hit it up the butt.
2 L's. Right, he is.
Nah, Paul's got 2 L's,
Dan's
mate.
getting the names spelling correct. Actually, that doesn't look right either. No, I don't think it is 2 L's. It looks ridiculous. It's like Brad Hill with 2 D's. What is up with that? It's like everyone's just trying to be original with names these days.
Like Mark with a C.
Exactly. Yeah, what's up with that?
It's just, I hate my name, so I just changed it from K to C.
Well, my real name is James, not Jamie.
Is it?
I don't
Your
really,
real name's James?
Yeah, but
Are
I
you
don't really.
kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. I don't really care
God.
what I get called either way.
You're now James.
It doesn't bother me.
You're now James Major.
James
That's
Major.
that's your name.
Okay.
James Major. JM.
Clucky face with a decision here.
No,
Does
it's
he
James
play?
Major, mate. Don't change the subject.
Does he play the 3-ball train, or does he just play a safety? Is it risk attached to this 3-ball train? But I think he's taking it on. No, he's just playing a safety.
Maybe miscued like he did back in the day.
Oh, you want to bring that up? Those that are wondering, 2007 Nationals. I think Clacky made his return back to the state team last year for the first time since 2007, where he chopped up hard against Mick Delhoney with 2 shots to cost us the Australian title.
We were all arms. We were all 2 shots.
And Scary made the comment that he watched the DVD and he rewound it 3 times to keep giving him a chance to get it right. And he just kept getting it wrong every time. That was actually one of the funniest things you've ever said, by the way, Mick.
Cheers.
Now, Matty obviously has a plan here. I don't know what it is, Mick. Do you? You're more creative than me. What's the
Does
deal
he have
here?
2?
He has 1 shot.
Well, he's in trouble.
Okay. I don't believe there's any double on here. Middle pocket he's looking at.
It's doable, but he has to get out for the black as well. So I'm actually liking Clacky here. Clacky's $1.15.
$1.15. I would have put him on more like $1.08, but big shot coming up here. That's pretty close. Ooh. Big effort there from Matty, but you should see Clacky mop these 4 balls up and take a 1-0 start.
Yeah. Should we get confirmation that it's race to 4? Pretty sure it is. No, in Pool Vic.
We need a runner. Race, do our running. Find out what the race is, please, mate. I reckon it's race to 5. But
You think you can fill these up, too?
I believe it's not changing the race. I suggested that they increase it by 1 each round, but I don't believe
I think it's
doing
race to
that.
4, quarters, semis, and then the finals like best of 3.
I think there's a 1 frame where you've got to play there in the semis.
Is there?
Yeah, then there's followed up by a coin toss in the final.
It is race to 4.
So I think you'll see this race to 4 continue throughout. And I must say, I don't like race to 4 when you've just come off race to 3s in a round robin situation. I think race to 4 is probably a little shallow.
For a day and a half.
Well, yeah, and also, I mean, you are playing for a state title. Believe it or not, there is quite a bit of prestige still attached to the Victorian state title. There is a lot of talent in this state. Some of it missing, but nonetheless, still worth winning. And that's why Scary's so upset, folks.
Well, in all fairness, I won it for the first time in 2006 and always wanted to win it one more time.
Well, I won it the first time, never. And look, mate, I just want a major, so let me just ease into it. All right.
I saw
let
that.
me just ease into the state title.
You
Give me a
closed
couple
that
of
out
years.
quite nicely.
Yeah, give me a couple of years, and I'll just win. Meanwhile, is that Daniel Thorpe again? It is. He's gone 2-0 up. I'll tell you what, Tem is fast becoming known as the quarters semis master because can't make a final. Keeps getting rolled by someone that doesn't miss.
Well, whoever wins this match is pretty much 1 match away from making the state team.
Yeah, cool.
So this is a very big match.
And this man on screen right now, I will say he makes the final. Made the call. That's a very good shot, unless he actually fouled. I thought that was, I thought it might have been open and he popped both, but as it turns out, he's filthy.
Yeah, 10 better make the state team through the singles because looks like he'll be having twins soon and no chance to rock up the state team selection.
No, apparently there will be. Rio's already booked him in. The flights are already booked. The flights for all 4 of them.
Where is it this year?
Canberra.
ACT.
So I can handle that. Big chance here for Matty to even this score up. Just interested to see if this yellow that's near the black does pass bottom right. Definitely goes to the centre, and if it does, that would probably tell me it goes to bottom right as well.
I'd say bottom right.
And to be honest, I reckon I'd be playing it now. Well, that's worked out okay. We'll need some good posse on the black. There's a gap between the reds. He's going to need to land in for the centre if he chooses that. I'm not sure if it passes to the left centre, and definitely will through the gap to the right once he clears the yellow. And I reckon goes to the bottom right as well, but would want the white ball pretty much where it is right now, which I don't see happening.
So double kiss with the yellows, and then play the black in the right centre.
Yeah, you just got to pick the gap.
Yeah.
There's your double kiss, Mick.
Good shot. Yeah.
Just needs to pick. This is actually not as, unless the camera makes it look harder, it looks like a fairly small gap you've got to land in.
There's a chalk mark above the yellow here. You want to sort of land on that.
Oh, that looks short. He's probably
That
fat
does
on
look
it,
short,
but
yeah.
it looks really short. Where's the camera? Oh, okay. They're miles away from us. But he's straight down on it, so it must be on. So, good shot. And it flies in.
That's it.
And Tamma's played a safety, which is not something you see very often. But he's in a tough spot yet again. I can't believe Daniel Phillips going across the table. If he actually accidentally pots this, he's in trouble. But he's actually made sure he's overcut. It's a good shot. Tim's going to do the logical thing here. So I'm going to foul. But he's decided, no, there's plenty of reds to hit in the middle of the table. I'd rather just give one away. And I don't mind this because if he leaves the white there, Daniel could flick off this yellow and disrupt the balls on the left side cushion. So I think it would be a bad choice. And he's actually done that. I didn't even see him hit the ball, but I just don't like that shot because of this. And so now Daniel has an opportunity to run the rack again. Oh, Reese has decided to put the headphone on. Good angle there to just kick the yellow. I'll tell you why I don't like this. If you don't get this, unless he hasn't got the perfect angle to get this cannon right, which he didn't, but he's got a double kiss and landed on it. If he had hit it full, he would have been on no ball. This black is still sort of tricky. You've got to land in a specific area to take it to the centre. It doesn't go to the bottom right corner, or I would assume it doesn't between those two reds. I think he's going to pick the gap. I think he's just going to pick the gap, Reese, between those two reds that are in the centre of the table. I think he's just going to pick the gap and drop it in the middle. But I think he's played that last shot. He's accidentally dragged it heavy and got himself too close to the rail. But his angle looks like good off the bottom rail. Oh. I wonder if this goes to the corner. If this goes to the corner, he's been blessed. Yeah, the shot before was the killer. He dragged it in accidentally, got too close to the rail, whereas he had to screw off it a bit. Does go, says Dan Lynch, and his position will be almost automatic. Has not gone, and Tem will lay a snooker immediately, one would imagine. I mean, yes, the out is there. You can go for this, but why take the risk when you can tuck up real tight behind the ball near the rail and leave a really tough escape? I'm fine with that though, because then you can actually put the white ball wherever you want for your first visit. You don't have to cue a ball off the bottom rail in the middle. Yeah, I do agree, but I'd rather force my opponent to use at least 1 to 2 rail, more than 1 rail to get out of this. This is not a 1 rail escape. I wouldn't be going for it either. In fact, I would be doing what you said. I'd probably be tucking up behind it. Problem with that, though, is he's going to be able to push one ball out, get position, and should clear. He's going to try and pick this gap between the reds. I reckon this will straighten up too much and he won't actually hit the yellow. He's caught the red. I tell you what, he hasn't left that bad a spot. The real key ball for Tam is the one that's closest to the black on the right-hand side. That's the real problem ball at the moment, and he can't get to it right now unless he comes to the side rail and promotes it. And I don't mind that shot either now that I look at it. Everything will be on. This is missable. But Tam says, I don't miss those. As he just taps it in. He has been watching me play clearly. He's going for tap-ins. That's a good shot. I'm actually wondering, I think his angle goes away to the left-hand side. He might top through this and try and get straight on another plant. Unless the angle is just deceiving me, as it always does on camera, you'd think I'd learn by now. Yeah, he was pretty straight, but I'm pretty sure the plant is the choice of shot here. That's scary. Being a wanker as always, we love it. And that's good enough. I think Tem will be happy with that. See, Scary, I would have actually done what you just did there, but I do not want to damage and crack Dan Lynch's lenses. I'm surprised you didn't. Good effort. Now, I was just going to say, Tim needs to pop the ball over the hole first, but he's going to do that. Oh, he looks like he's got too much angle. He may have to stun behind the black for the same pocket here. Or am I wrong again, Dan? Is it actually straight? I think he's going to stun behind it for the same pocket. Yep, that's the right shot because you don't have to do anything. It's just a little, basically just cue it normal. Try and deep screw off it and plane into a thinner pocket. This is a massive pocket now. Should be fine.
That's Tem, is it? Yep.
So 2-1, Tem gets an opportunity, makes no mistake. Meanwhile, Clacky has played that as good as you could play it. I'll tell you the only thing bad about that for Clacky, he's broken them apart and now the Reds kick out.
Who's on Reds here?
I think Matty is.
I reckon his favourite. Does he have 2 now?
He has 2 now.
I'd be doubling this red.
If this red doubles, if it goes in, Matty just goes a massive favourite.
Yeah.
Because so the 2 reds will come out straight away after that.
Double the red, stun the white where the red is, and then you can knock both those reds out.
At the moment, Clacky's still favourite because there's 2 reasons for that. One, you need to make this double, and secondly, you need to kick those 2 reds out so they're both available. Does this go? There's no way. I think that just guaranteed loss of frame.
Yeah.
Where's the table? Oh, it's... I reckon that black's too deep, looking at the screen. Look how deep that black is. Donnie's just said, Jamie Stevens, you have no idea what you're talking about. Now, there may be valid, a valid comment. Scary, what do you think? Do you think that black can kick out? Can you think it can squeeze and double kiss out?
If he's played it like that, I'm pretty sure it will. After maybe 1 or 2 more nudges, I think it will.
I don't think there's any more nudging to do. If the black's touching the rail, it can only go towards the pocket.
No. I learned something on Tim Shelton 12, 13 years ago. If in this situation, if you just keep tapping the red, you'll eventually replace the red with the black and switch them over.
Not if it's touching the rail. Not a chance. If that black is touching the cushion,
so
there is no way to stop it from going in deeper and deeper unless you punch this red and squeeze it out. But this is one of those situations where we can commentate this to the hill, but where you really need to be at the table to see exactly how deep it is.
So if he's got 2 visits here, I'd waste one and play the red that's nearest to the black.
Mate, if this squeezes out, I don't waste one. I punch this straight away.
I wouldn't, just in case you potted the black. You don't know where you're at here, so just sort of play it soft and medium and get a little bit of movement, and then you can gauge your next shot from there. And then next time you're at the table with 2 visits, then you know where you're at. If you don't know where you're at, do not punch.
Well, if you don't know,
this could be fine. This could be fine, and we don't know.
So. It has to. You will not. You can't pick the white ball up and put it in a better spot with your hand than more than slightly more to the right to get this
well,
punch.
You can.
Can.
No, slightly to the right, like you said.
Well, I think that's where the white needs to be. So Dan's got a close up. Now, yeah, I think you're right, Mick, because I can see a lot of pocket before the cut disappears.
Where's the table?
I reckon this will kick out. That close up has just confirmed it for me. Oh wow. No, he's hit it, but it hasn't really moved. And this is what Mick's suggestion was just to hit it again, soft to medium, see where you're at. Well, where you're at is exactly the same bloody spot. So, how about punching it? So, and now he may not get another opportunity to punch this. What is Mick doing? I'll tell you what, if Clacky can pot this red along the bottom rail and get the white ball back up top left-hand side of the tunnel, which is exactly what he's trying to do.
I can tell you now, mate, he's in trouble. That black is deep. That is deep like...
Okay, so Jay Stevens.
Sharon Stone deep.
Jay Stevens, 3 votes.
I don't like the shot that he played now 4 shots ago.
Well, like I said to you, I felt it was deep when he pushed it in there, and this is why I would have played the double kick out straight away.
Yeah.
Pushing it in close when the black was that deep just didn't look like viable to me, but it may kick out. We're going to find out. We have no choice but to find out.
It might kick out.
It did. And I'll tell you what I don't like about Clacky's shot there. He actually left in the perfect angle, perfect spot there. But he was probably so focused on potting the red. Big shot.
Could you notice me walking around?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, it's good.
Big shot coming up here from
Stealth.
Matty. He just come over and said it was too deep.
Yeah, no, for it to pot.
Oh,
yeah.
I knew it was never potting.
It can kick out, but not pot. Now he just needs to hold it.
I don't know, folks. I said the blast out was on about 6 days ago, but the big shot coming up here, and he's laying right behind us. Oh, it's good queuing.
You play the same pocket now?
Black.
Yeah.
Yes. You got to keep.
White.
You can't drop this in and hope it goes in. You've got to make sure you cut it thin enough. White ball comes across the table. Black same pocket.
Tam looks good here to take a 2-all. That looks all right.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Daniel did there. He had a chance to. So he chopped up.
So you come under the black here, or you play the black?
No, just play with a touch of right hand side. Touch of right hand side. Look at that, bang.
Good shot.
Or load it up, whatever you like.
He's not bad at loading.
So Matty has... no, It's the same. It just depends on how you cue it. Oh, yeah, dead weight, sure. So, Matty, 2-1 up on Clacky now. And that was a good frame. Good to watch. And it's actually not that often. I mean, we've just seen big guns and Anzac tournament, all that sort of stuff. There was a lot of attacking pull in the majority of those matches, especially towards the business end. So it's good to see a little bit of a black over the pocket situation with some balls around it.
Do you think if Rusty running the Mick Hill, he still would have won?
Well, you know, it's funny. Get that crap off the screen there, Dan.
Hey, we're here. I got more hair than you.
Well, Rusty did put up a comment, like a Facebook Live thing about, you know, what's a major tournament, what's not. And
He's talking crap.
Very vocal about the fact that the Anzac tournament wasn't a major and all the, you know, only the big money ones. Otherwise, you've got to call the Queensland ones a major. And you know what? There may be some merit to that. It basically took away my major win.
No.
Which hurt. Which hurt. By the way, folks, I won a major, just so you know. But
that's a result.
One thing Rusty did say, one thing I do want to comment about Rusty, that he did win.
Is double L.
He did win the big guns, but he didn't run into anybody that beat him that tournament, before that tournament started. So he dodged Mick Hill, who was red hot favourite to win the tournament. Someone else had to beat him for him. He didn't play you, Mick, who beat him, and he didn't play Robbo, who beat him.
Well, I didn't want to say it.
He played everybody that didn't beat him. So Rusty, what's going on there?
Yeah. And if you want to win a real major, come to Victoria. Other than big guns.
So anyway, we'll expect a rebuttal from Rusty on his Facebook Live George Tierney rants.
Good old live stream.
But, you know, the old I'm going to retire to get attention post, and then suddenly the old I'm not going to retire because the Queen of England asked me not to rubbish. But yeah, we'll leave that for another day. But no, in all fairness, I thought Rusty played very well and deserved to win the tournament in the end.
I don't think he played well at all. I think he fell over the line. It was definitely losing early, and then coming back through the 3 or 4 matches that he did to make the final was huge.
Well, it showed character because he was terrible. He was terrible throughout the
well, he did tell us
Friday
with his live stream post that morning with the horse racing and a few other live stream things that he did.
What's Paul
312.
Tell you what,
I think he's gone like
Clacky's name is off chops at the moment.
He's gone like nigger mode.
He's gone Bible mode.
Can I say that actually? I know a lot of black people.
Is there Bible Paul 312? Sorry to the Christians out there that I've probably blasphemised to death. As that probably wouldn't have helped either when Dan put a picture of us and I'm wearing a death metal long sleeve as well. Very good for the religious folk.
So can we get some updates on the other matches? Like what's going on?
We'll need our Reese. We'll need runner Reese to go get us some score updates.
What's the guy's name with the porno mustache?
Scott
Palmer. Scott Parker.
Scott Parker.
That's not Scott Parker, is it? Scott Palmer. Shane Feller, Mick Reardon. Close one.
Tell you what, Matty here with another opportunity. This red and top left-hand side of the table with the yellow stuck to it offers a challenge. Meanwhile, Daniel Thorpe as well is laid up. And Tim will not like that.
Good value, state team. Very good value.
Well,
you were there last year? Were you?
Me?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I didn't play.
You didn't play? I can't remember.
Haven't played for a couple of years now, mate.
Are you going to come back?
Don't know. More to the point, am I actually good enough now to come back?
Oh, well, he's on a major, so he should be good enough. You know what? I'm like the happiest man on the planet that you won that.
I actually do appreciate your little Facebook post there.
I did like 4 of them before that as well, and you kept chopping up. So
you should have put them
that's
up
a
as well.
great shot.
Excellent shot.
Oh, I've got them still. I'm like, oh, he's about to win his major, and then he stuffs up. I'm like, oh my god, I got to delete this and start again.
Did you see my kick though, Mick?
No, I don't know whether it was a kick. I think it was just a choke.
Wow.
Well, yeah,
That's
I'm just
rough.
telling you how it
that
is,
was a
mate.
massive kick, dude. But
You,
for the people who were there, they would have seen it. But
well, you
like,
should have landed on it better than that.
fair enough.
Yeah.
You're a hard taskmaster, but a fair one. And that's a very good shot there from Matty as well. And he is looking to take a 3-1 lead.
He's going 3-1. He's going 3-1. He doesn't go 3-1.
And he is making my call of Clacky making the final look a little average at the moment.
You know what I like in this situation? I like the semi-finals match. I like when both players are playing to get a spot in the Victorian title.
The pressure's a bit higher.
Yeah. And it's always good to see someone that hasn't made it before make their first 18.
Is that like is that the same as like someone trying to win their first major?
Pretty much, yeah.
Just choke flat out.
Yeah. But it's good. Like, it's what you play for.
I agree with you completely. And he has missed that black. He chose to.
I think it's still
commit.
50-50 here.
He chose to commit rather than roll it and give the pocket every chance. Can't blame him.
I think here, Clacky has to play the bottom 3 yellows and come up for the last 2 yellows. If he plays the 2 top yellows first and then plays
I'll tell you what, Mick. Do you like this angle in the middle though, of the first shot to land on the ball on the rail?
But your shot after the one on the rail coming down for the bottom 3 isn't going to be good.
Well, it depends. You don't want to land right hard up on the bottom rail. You just want to land with... This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect.
I don't like this.
You don't like it?
No.
I like it.
Even if you pot this and then say, okay, I put the white on the brown spot or whatever, it's still no good.
I think you... whoa, wait, how'd that go?
This is still no good.
This is fine.
This is still no
This
good.
is totally fine. I think you're Paul enhancing the hell out of this with you don't like it.
Paul enhancing.
He will screw back, centre table. Look at this. Do you still not like it?
Well, he's played that quite well.
Oh, okay.
I'm not bagging your dad. I'm just like,
and this is
trying to teach him here.
This is something that you will find about Paul Clark is a power potter.
Except when you're in breakers.
Except for when you're at the 2007 Nationals against Mick Delhoney to win the Australian title and you miscue.
And we're all arm in arms, like about to win our...
Toby Clark has just given me the eye of death. Nicky's probably sitting at home ripping my face off the monitor screen right now. Clacky, after a miss black from Matty, although it'll be easy, will take a 2-all. Geez, that got hit thick, didn't it? Meanwhile, other table, 2-all.
Tim's not
walking around like he's in a fashion parade. Just walking around like he's in a fashion parade, and don't blame him with that green T-shirt on. And he's obviously on a fitness challenge at the moment because has walked about 3K just this visit.
He's leaving the one over the centre to last, so you have to.
Well, yeah, but I'm just wondering why. Maybe he's just had a bit of a negative thought he'd just check himself, and he's missed.
Wow, are you kidding?
I think he's, you know what? I think he's played the shot to nothing and emphasised more on the shot to nothing.
Wow, that is sick. Surely.
Rio, what happened there? Tell us.
He didn't put out last night, did you? That's what happened.
Rio's called kick.
This morning?
I don't reckon he got a kick.
Nah. Thorpe knocked this in.
He's actually he's actually overswerved it.
Yeah.
Tem will go 3-2 up in about 25 seconds.
I'm calling Tem's knocking this in.
Oh, huge call, mate. You really put yourself out there on that
one. When I can see it, I can see it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You know what? He should deep screw this off 3 rails, land fat on the yellow again for show. But no, he just decides to just drop it in. Fair enough. What about this one? Do you just screw off it a little bit, Mick, or do you screw back off 3 rails with maximum right inside?
I roll it in.
Okay. I would have liked to see something a bit more fun than that, but I do understand why he's just rolled it once again. So 3-2 after a interesting shot from Tem, or with the shot to nothing safety. Now has a quick post-mortem to Daniel and says, well, this is what I was trying to do, mate. And Daniel says, shut up. I swerved to pop the ball and got unlucky and went in off.
I'll roundhouse you to the head.
Daniel's having a laugh about it. And very easy-going bloke too, Daniel Thorpe, if you haven't met him.
One of the best blokes to go away with as well.
Yeah, good team man.
So good.
Nearly as good as me.
Nearly.
But that's a very... Fucking do that too.
Red or white? That's easy.
Matty plays for a double here on the yellow. Geez, this looks... Actually, that looks okay.
Try and cut
He's
this
played
in.
the snooker.
No.
I've got to ask the question.
You know, Daniel's annoyed about that, but in all fairness, I guarantee you that 9 times out of 10 you'll get back to the table in a better position here. I promise you. I don't care who it is at the table. 9 times out of 10 you'll get back to the table. You watch.
So what you've just said to me then?
That's what I've done the last 3 years.
So you've deliberately gone in off and let your opponent?
No, I'm not annoyed if I go in off, because more than likely you get back at the table in a better position than you were originally.
I understand what you're saying, but no one wants to go in off. No one.
I know that. That's fine. But if you're going off, don't whinge about it. Just pull it out, give the ball to your opponent, and go for it.
It was a shot from Clacky. What a shot.
In about 2 minutes, you'll see why.
What if he goes out and wins the match?
If he goes out, well, I'm going to take a 5-minute break.
Oh, he's overscrewed.
What was that,
no,
Rio?
he's okay. He's
What was that,
okay.
Rio?
He's on it.
No, I don't think he's on anything.
I think he's on the ball in the middle. Oh, he's got to be on that ball in the middle. But the problem is the white ball might be going up towards that yellow, the top left-hand sort of corner of the table.
That's all right.
And I reckon this red does pass the bottom right. Oh, he's screwing off it.
Swerving. He's screwing.
No, he's just screwing off it to hold the white. Now Trouble Town starts.
So what did I say, like 15 seconds ago? 20 seconds ago? That's all good. You can tell me I'm right.
No, I understand your logic behind it, Mick, but I can guarantee you now there's probably a bunch of... If there's a bunch of Poms logged on right now and they play on their tables...
Tell them to come down here and play us.
They'd say you're an idiot.
Yeah, whatever.
Mick Hill would say you're an idiot.
No, you can get on board.
I think when you're at the very highest echelon, that's a very good recovery shot.
That's actually a good shot. He's played a good recovery.
Now, Scary, surely you go aim for the bottom rail here. You don't play for the plan.
100%. You want to touch the bottom rail.
And then you just got tap-ins.
You got tap-ins.
And I know all about tap-ins. Just ask Robbo.
Yep, there it is.
Excellent
There's the
shot.
old touch. Now he's going to like touch the first yellow and then glance on the second yellow, and he's going to land fat on this red.
Yep, good call.
And he's going to get a kick and then land on the black.
No, you get a kick on the black. That's perfect. I think he's got enough to cue that nicely.
That's nice.
And he will play this for the... Which centre? The left?
Right.
You play the right, I play the left. And he's loaded it up.
Well, that's why you're just a major winner now.
Fair enough.
This is a good out.
And Scary...
It was all because of his first shot. His first shot, he took the risk, come down the table, landed on it, played it well. Oh, that was it. That was it.
Yeah, race to 4, and Tem has
Tem's in the
advanced
semi.
himself to the semi so he can get knocked out.
Who's he playing, do you know?
It doesn't matter, he doesn't get past the semis ever.
Really? You know what? This is where no matter who he's playing, if it's his first time, I'd actually like to see Tem make the state team now.
No, I think he's a good chance. He looks like he's hitting a good ball.
Clacky. He's made like 4,000 state teams.
He's made nearly as many as me.
But can't
Actually, he's probably...
Can't win it
He may have
for
made
us.
more than me. I don't know how many he's made. He's out. He's made
10.
10. Okay,
He's made
he's
10.
11. He's one behind me.
the one in front of me. Wow.
He did have a long spell from the game, though. So he probably would have made about 18 by now.
Toby, how many are you going to make? As long as you try,
Now,
that's how many he's going to make.
If I'm
That's
Clacky
great
here,
attitude.
I pot this ball in the middle and I go for the top ball, the one on the top left-hand corner, and then I work my way back down the table. This is how I play this out. And Clacky says, "You are a very knowledgeable guy, Solid, because that's exactly what I'm going to do."
The only problem ball here is the bottom left.
See where the white ball is right now? That's exactly where he wants to land off this shot.
Then why wouldn't he play the bottom one first?
Because this ball over the hole, transition to the black, is far trickier.
Then play it now.
And
Then play it now.
He says, I'm going to get right down the table and
He
land.
tried to play for the bottom left one there.
But that's fine. He's given himself multiple choice of shot. Excellent shot.
Now he has to land on this ball.
How was
shot.
it? He would have had to hit that astronomically bad to not have a decent shot.
Anyone that hasn't gone away with Clucky in the state team before they don't know what they're missing. Whenever he's out on the table, you just know he's going to do whatever it takes to win that frame. Unbelievable.
This is a 3-2. I think you'll find most people that you go away with are like that.
Maybe.
Whoa, let's decide to have a quick look.
Some
before
people
I win.
like going for purples, not blacks. I'll be back in a minute.
Clacky on the hill. These race to fours, they just feel too short to me. But so as you can see, other matches in progress. Robbo's still playing against Scotty. And Scotty belted Roy Nob at 4-0 in about 4 minutes. He just went berserk, freewheeled his way to victory, and I don't think he even missed a ball. Big break there from Clacky, but no joy. And Matty says, oh no, has he pot one? Am I blind, Dan? 2, 3. Yes, I am blind. He's pot a red. And he will take reds too, because yellows are horrible. This is key shot right now coming up, because what he's looking at here is to get an angle on the ball in the middle, just to stun and land on the plant in between the two yellows. He gets that plant, it's pretty smooth sailing from there. How's his angle? It looks thin. I'm a good 10 metres away from the table, I can't tell. But it just doesn't look nice. And it's sort of, you don't want to take the risk of canning into the red in case you clip it thin and then push it dead. Looks like he's going to take a different ball, which I don't blame him for doing. He's missed it. Geez, he just moved a bit on that. I think Matty's going to be forced to put this yellow over the pocket because he's got 3 really horrible yellows on the right-hand side rail. And there it goes, but he hasn't played it perfect, and I think we'll see Clacky probably play the dismount here and just kick them both out, or just pot the yellow if he feels he's in a commanding position and Matty can't pot out. I personally don't pot the yellow here. You just give Matty a chance to kick all these dead balls out, so I think he'll just go for the blast out, move them both. He's gone to double. Great shot. But this red that he's right near still poses a bit of a problem. As Supercoach Michael Scarry rejoins the commentary. Clucky having a look at this inside. I can tell you right now, don't even bother. That is not happening. Robbo's 3-2 up over there.
Strawberries.
Yeah, Robbo is potentially the slowest player in Victoria at the moment. Really should put a clock on this bloke. I don't know how he's going to go in the 2020. I think he's going to foul about 27 times.
Clacky on red or yellow here?
Yeah, he's just taking a bit of time. He's on the reds because he's actually in a bit of a tough spot. I really like him. I like him punching this top, the one at the top in, playing the right-hand side ball off 2 and getting the cannon on the red. But it's a large,
I don't mind him.
It's a high-level skill shot.
I don't mind him moving this red now.
That's exactly what he's actually gone for the pot. Oh, they've actually landed horrible. Matty will actually be wrapped with that.
Anything but that, yeah.
What do you reckon? He played a little billiard shot here?
He could have. He could have actually just moved his red out, leave the white on the bottom rail, and force Matty to play the yellow at the bottom right. And it would have made the out a lot harder.
Yep. What's Matty up to here? Playing a 3-ball train.
He's going to try and snooker here now.
I don't know if he can hit this full enough to get the white ball through and get it where they play the replacement shot. He's going to have to use the side rail to do it.
He might be able to put the yellow on the left-hand side at the table here.
Oh, no, he could.
Yeah.
He could.
So Clacky's in trouble now.
Yeah, and let me ask you, running up to this and just hitting it, it may not be enough because you're going to leave the ball in the middle. Do you smash this?
I'm hitting it hard. I'm hoping for a result here.
That's exactly. Well, he didn't hit it that hard.
Good shot. That's fine. If he clipped the yellow there, he may have pushed the yellow dead. So that was fine.
I'll tell you the important part about that though is he's actually not left him on that ball in the middle for the train. Matty's now going to have to, although they all link up really nicely here, these balls.
Matty might try and actually try hit the one over the rail there, which was a mistake. He should have guaranteed himself to land in the centre of the table rather than try and dismount the one on the right hand side of the rail.
You can basically just roll them all in.
That's right, yeah, because he could have played the one in the left centre and then played the one in the right centre and then dismounted the one on the right hand rail.
The thing is, you don't even need to dismount it. You can land right behind it, drop in. You've got linking ball to left middle.
Because he tried to knock the one out on the side rail, he's now his out is not linking anymore.
Do you reckon he actually tried to knock it out?
Yes, he did.
He missed the
100%.
cannon by a mile.
100%. Bet my career on it.
Your career. Is there such a thing in pool as a career?
I was talking about my job.
Oh.
Nah, he definitely tried to knock it out.
I'll tell you what, where that yellow is right now is about the pot. If he can put the white ball exactly there, he'll have a perfect angle for the drop in. White ball come off the rail perfectly behind the yellow. Yep, well that's pretty much the same thing. That's nice. So now he'll just want to check the angle here because he'll actually want to overrun this a touch. So that way he can just drop it in and float up for the black same pocket.
Agree.
There's just absolutely no need to complicate things here. You just want to make this as simple as possible. That's missed. Wow, that actually ducked out a touch. He did miss it genuine, but
he missed it wide. He missed it wide.
It did duck out for sure, but he genuinely did miss that.
You normally duck him out when you hit
and that was lazy too. That was lazy.
It was lazy.
He took like 0.5 a second.
You know Jake McCartney here.
And Clacky is renowned for playing these big shots and then clearing.
This is what he does. He smashes this in, comes off the side rail.
He absolutely does. There it goes.
And he did that every single time at Nationals as well. Whenever you see him out there and he's under the pump, he knocks them in as a captain, comes back, high-fives you, you're feeling on top of the world.
Is that what I did wrong when I captained the team?
Pretty much. You couldn't lead by example. You were terrible.
Fair enough.
Nah, in all fairness, you're a good captain.
Oh, I tell you what, he's actually got a bit of a result there. He'll cop that. I felt that he really underplayed that. He had to swing right round the angles.
Yeah. Nah, Jamie, in all fairness, you're a good captain.
Thanks, mate.
And you deserve to be captain again, especially now that you won a major.
I don't know if that'll ever happen again, mate. But, Michael Reardon and Shane Feller at 3-all with Shane at the table looking in a decent position. When I say decent position, he's got a really tough black.
Well, Shane is on the black right now. I'd love to turn the camera around, but...
Oh, this is a tough black.
It is a tough
actually,
black.
the way he's queuing us, I reckon he's got 2. He did have 2.
Oh my God, he did have 2. He played it terrible, but he's still on it.
So Shane Feller will win. And he will go through the semi-finals.
Shane Fell, semi-finals. Well done.
Clacky plays a massive plant, but couldn't control the red.
Shane Fell, state team member.
Not yet.
I think he's got to play Robbo though.
Well, that's basically guaranteed that he's not going to make, because his wood. Robbo's got the wood on him massive.
Oh man.
Big shot coming up here from Clacky. He's forced to play this back double. There's no choice. I tell a
That's
lie.
not a bad
He
shot.
plays a
That is
very
not
good.
a bad shot.
What a great safety from Clacky there. Can Matty get some purchase on this?
All I'm doing is probably rolling up to the ball out of the pocket.
Tell you what, this is a big total though. Is it a total or not? Clacky's had a look. That's what I'm saying. If you can roll up the ball in the pocket, you might as well pot it.
No. Just roll up to it.
This is the shot. Pot it. Why the red?
If he's going to do that, wouldn't he play it harder?
That's what I'm saying. I'd have given it a bit, but
I actually don't think you put a lot of thought into that.
just a bit casual. Right? Matty's playing very casually. Like I said, he's not really putting time in the game. He's just playing a pretty casual style.
I think you give too. I think you give too. I think you give too much credit to people.
Me?
Yeah.
Don't know. I like giving people credit at the moment. He's a world champion, mate. Deserves credit. Or do you think this is this Ballarat bias business that people keep crapping on about?
No, Matty's
Matty's
going to be one of the best players in Victoria.
Play this
very
long.
shortly.
Play this long, Mick. Automatic position.
No. You play it long. You never play it long.
Play that
That's
long
silly.
automatic position.
That
Wow,
is
that has
silly.
rolled. That
That
has
is
rolled.
silly.
Replay that, Dan.
No, you don't need to replay it. That is silly.
Replay it. I'll promise you any amount of money you like that ducked in at
That's
last
fine.
second for him to
That's
miss
fine. That's 100% fine. You know why you don't play it long? Because it ducks in. If you play it in the centre, you land fat on the black and you go game.
But this was
He
this
only
was
played
guaranteed.
it.
Look at this. Watch this. Watch this,
Listen,
folks.
that's
Look at
fine.
this duck in, bang, just at the last second, makes him miss the pot, and he
He
knows
only
it.
plays it that way. If he misses it, he leaves Clarkey off the red. That's the wrong attitude.
No, the
guaranteed.
position is automatic
No.
on the black. Look where the white is.
Go the other way. The position. Go the other way. You're going to guarantee yourself.
He was cannoning the black going the other way, Mick.
No.
And he would have left him even better on the red. What chops? What gear have you suddenly started taking?
Anything. No. Definitely went the wrong way.
I think you're off your chops.
I'd like to see a poll on this.
I think you've had one more too many pies. Like you said, I'll miss that double. Matty's got to play this fairly thin. Fairly thin.
No, definitely the wrong shot. The thing is, you'll knock it in long ways, the way he did, maybe 6.5, 7 out of 10. You'll knock it in the centre, probably 8.5 out of 10.
Oh, Matty's landed in no man's
Are
land
you listening
there.
to me?
I am, and I don't agree with you, Mick. That's why I'm just ignoring you. Let's get a folks. If you think Mick's an idiot, just write, yes, Mick's an idiot. If you think I was right, say solid, you're the best and you're always right.
I can promise you, everyone is going to the centre there. Everyone's going to the centre there.
Just think when you've got automatic position on the black, and he's followed up with a good pot on the black, and he smashes the table with it.
Ooh,
You don't see that kind of emotion much from him. I think he showed less emotion when he won the world title.
He did actually.
He kind of jumped up and down like a jack in the box or whatever for a bit, but that was a big punch. I don't know if he's hurt his hand there.
He probably hurt his hand because he went the wrong way.
No. So let's say he goes your way and he misses the pot, Mick, just like he misses the corner.
The thing is, you won't miss the pot going my way.
You can't guarantee that.
No, but you're like an 8.5 out of 10 to miss
play
my way.
a ball in the middle that was
your way,
half a pocket.
He's 6.5, 7.5 out of 10.
I think you're off your chops.
Well, possibly, but
And if you do miss the pot, you would guarantee to kill the red. Guaranteed. You will hit the jaw and it will not be on.
But you'll knock it in.
Folks, come on, give us your feedback. Mick, you're an idiot. You've won 2 Australian titles and you're making the worst play of all time.
What's that going to do with anything?
Because you should know better. You're an Australian title holder.
That's right.
And you're debating with a guy that can't win anything.
And I'm about to,
Except for the Anzac Day tournament, sorry.
and I'm debating right now. So Robbo's still playing 3-all. There's a bunch of yellows and a black on the table.
And it would appear that Robbo's the one on yellows, his favourite.
Think I can swerve? Think I can swerve a camera?
Tell you what, Clacky no chance to win this frame from his visit, and one excellent
I'll
shot.
swerve that camera there.
I've been.
Well, there you are.
Who said that?
We have a viewer out there that agrees with me, Jamie. So I think I'll take you over.
No, it doesn't count. It's long dang, I think.
Long dang's good.
Oh, can you drop tank? You can't just have a random name like that and not say who you are. You've got to say who you are. So Clucky's still tricky, these balls, but excellent shot there. I don't know whether one of these go to the middle or not, but he did have a look at it prior to playing this shot, so one would assume that one of them does go, although he sort of just gave a bit of a shake of his head there to say, well, not perfect.
Did I get it?
Yeah.
I don't know. So who was the guy that agreed with me?
Well, he doesn't say his name. He's just called Drop Tank.
Well,
I think you should change it to Drop Kick.
No. If you let me know who you are, the next 5 drinks is on me.
That's how much you're desperate to be right, isn't it, Mick?
It's just, I know I'm right, mate.
And Scotty Park has knocked out Mark Robinson. I know he hasn't. It's 3-all.
I know he didn't knock anything out.
Oh, Dan, you just ruined everything there. I thought it was 3-all.
What happened?
So
Did he get a kick?
Reese has just said the top ball of these two goes in the centre. So
Dan, can you, you change the camera, because if I go over there, he might get annoyed.
good position required. Oh, it goes to the corner.
Well,
I'll tell you what, if Clanky makes this out, this is a class out.
Sorry.
Especially a 3-all for the match. It's a class out, this. And the top one goes as well. So this little can on the black would be nice here. Or you want to kick that pass for the centre.
do you think it's passed? I don't think it is.
I was saying he wanted to kick it maybe.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Maybe it does go.
Is it?
He's having a look. Would have liked, tell you what though, you would love to have kicked it a little harder just to guarantee. But if it goes, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's not sure.
He looks like he's got angle though to stun across for the right centre. So he might be all right.
It's a bit iffy.
He's having a look.
Have a look.
Oh, no, what? See, Steve Lansborough said that. That's who Drop Tank is. No wonder he said that. Steve, now give us your honest opinion.
The black goes. The black goes.
So the black goes. So, Mick, we found out who Drop Tank is. It's Steve Lansborough, so obviously holds no weight.
Steve is 100% right. This goes about 90% of the pot.
I'll tell you, this is an excellent finish from Clacky. An excellent pot out. And Matty will probably be a little bit dejected from that, especially after the table punch. How often do you see someone go the full table punch and then they get potted out off the break next frame? Lesson there, don't punch the table. Table is your friend, don't punch it.
Don't even fist pump when you think you're going to win, Nathan McMahon.
Hey, that's the best thing that could ever happen to Nathan McMahon. He's in the Australian team now and he's got the best nickname of all time, Fist Pump.
So, Robbo, if he doesn't actually win this match, I'm going to make him wait another 3 hours till this thing's over, so I can go home.
Why not?
He's actually going for 3 in a row, so fair effort. 3 Victorian titles in a row.
But does it really count without the best here?
I was here. You were here. That's about it.
Jake wasn't here.
Jake. Jake's gone bald. He's fucked. I mean...
We apologise for the Michael Scary
Sorry.
swearing. But you're right, Jake's head is large and bald now. He is struggling. And I'm pretty sure he may have tuned in too.
Has his wrist and...
He's still on the mend, his old Jake.
Yeah. That's a good shot by Mark. I think that's pretty much won him the frame, won him the match.
We'll try and get you an update on the women's for those that are interested, if there is anyone out there that is.
I think Velo is.
Colby's playing Lyndall Element. That's not unusual to see at this stage of a tournament. Actually, I think they've been a bit stiff to draw each other. That probably, in my eyes, should have been the final. But so Lyndall came second in a group, which is why they've run into each other earlier than the final. So this taking 3 days here to work out how to link 3 balls together that are naturally linking.
It's mainly the it's mainly the middle one here. He'd love to be on the right hand side of it, but he might have to try and land on the left hand side of it, which might leave him a little bit straighter for the black, which or a little bit longer than the black.
Given his queuing action, he would be wrapped to be sitting where that yellow is right now. He's about to pot.
Yeah, then he can come off 3 rails and actually land on the black. So
I think he'll just run through and screw back to that spot. Or do you think he's actually got enough? There's enough gap between the yellow.
I don't know from where we are. He's going to try and come
around. Oh wow!
I don't like that.
Well, I don't think it goes long, but he does have a chop in the middle, and he can play for the black in the left centre as well.
Obviously, he's...
Jeez, I'm just looking at the table. That's thin. This chop is thin.
He's gone this way for a reason, so obviously he's got a good reason.
He's not queuing it now. You can tell by the little gay stance that he does.
I know.
He does the gay stance. You should know that.
Scott Parker, what a chance.
No, I actually...
a good mate of yours, yeah, from Ballarat?
No, he's not from Ballarat, but a lot of people won't know Scott, but he has been around pool a long, long time. He just basically stopped playing.
How long has he had his porno moustache?
No, the porno moustache is new as far as I know, but he sports it well. Yeah, that's right. He did go the switch to 9 ball for a while, but very aggressive player. He's very much a freewheeler. That's missed. And Scott with a massive chance. And look, Robbo looks like he wants to stab himself. This is how much it means to Robbo.
It's huge. Like now, Scott with all these reds in the middle of the table here. Does he go out?
He's got that one ball on the right side that's sort of close-ish to the rail, which is the dodgy ball. All the rest of them are very simple. They link up nicely, but that ball near the rail, that's dodgy.
So do you take 2 seconds here and actually try and land on it very quickly?
That's my call here, Mick. He hasn't actually mapped this out.
No.
He's gone pretty much straight to a ball he could pot, and he hasn't mapped this ball. I can pot this ball, but I don't believe the plan is in play. Although
actually, this isn't too bad. If he nails this,
this is the key, isn't it? Oh, and he's choked. Oh, he's fluked it. Wow, that's massive. And look at Robbo's face in the background. That is huge.
I was going to say, I don't mind how quick he's gone about this because he got on his dead ball very quickly, but he's fluked it. So
well, that was a rush of blood, though. So I mean, now he's like, okay, now I need to take some time and map this out. Like you're 2 balls too late, but he's got a bit of a lucky rub. He's checked that up nicely as well.
Yeah.
So
it's all about this shot now. This shot, if he lands nice, he's out. If he doesn't...
Now, tell me something, Mick. Do you land with angle to stun across side rail, or do you play for the run-through? I like to stun across the side rail.
I try and land perfect on this ball, so either way, you're fine. Just try and land. Come down.
Oh, he's straight. I don't like that.
I didn't think he had that much angle. He's going to have to punch this in.
This is what I'm saying. I would have much preferred to have landed with angle to stun across the side rail. Oh, he's played it well. He's played it very well. Forced it very nicely.
He's going to... Now he wants to come pretty much 3/4 way out the table here. A lot of people hit this thin.
Oh, he's under hit it.
He's hit it thin. He's hit it like light.
I think he'll. Oh, this is thin, isn't it?
Get a kick.
It's hard to tell with the camera angle, but he might be okay. Oh, he's under hit it. No, it's in. And that's an excellent finish from Scotty. Robbo has just lost his shit on camera, and that probably doesn't look good for anybody involved. And, well, you know what, Dave? You know what, folks? Go and say to the world Scott was lucky. But who missed the ball before that to cost him the match? Go back to the yellow that was missed before that, and don't blame your opponent for fluking a ball. You gave him that chance to fluke that ball. That's the hard line, and I'll tell you what, Robbo goes back and watches that, he'll know you shouldn't have missed that ball. You should have got better position, should have closed the match out when he had the chance. And that's the bottom line.
What time is it?
time for Robert to
5
wait
o'clock.
3 hours.
It's 5 o'clock. I went out like fucking. I mean, whoops.
Oh, Jesus.
Dan's gone. Sorry, that's twice. If I do it again, I'm gone. I went like 7 hours ago. I went for a drive to like a shopping centre, walked around for a little bit and came back. I felt good after that.
I think
That's a fair effort. You know what, Scott Parker, well done. You know, to beat Robbo, it is a big thing. It looks like Paul Clack, Shane fell.
I would actually like to say I picked him to beat Robbo.
Really?
I did. You ask anybody that was over at that reception area earlier when I found out Georgia, I said he will cause the upset here.
I didn't even see the match, but I'd like to know what sort of happened there.
McCartney's just tried to call me. McCartney, you're going to have to send me a message. I don't answer phone calls on commentator.
Jake just likes being mentioned, I think.
One actually called me an hour ago. Bad luck, Matthew Kerwood has joined us in commentary. Big table punch there, mate, to get to 3-3 and then no opportunity to finish.
Never do the table punch. I did it once, and you never get a shot afterwards. Me, I did it twice by accident. You know what? It was an accident.
Twice.
Caroline, she made 100. Yeah, she just wanted to get mentioned because she made 104 the other day.
No, the lineup doesn't. The lineup doesn't count, Caroline.
Yeah, you know what? 104 isn't good, Caroline. Just to make the state team. This is huge. You know what? I actually like this. We are going to get a new state team member. Who is the other one? Tem and Scott Palmer. Scott Palmer. Scott Parker.
These are my calls, folks.
Shane Fell and Paul Clack.
I'm going to say Temujin Dixon wins 4-2, and I'm going to say that Paul Clack wins 4-1.
I'm going Shane Fell.
You're an
4-3. No, I like to see two different people make the state team.
Paul Clack will win 4-1, and Temujin will win 4-2. I'm sorry, Scotty, your run has come to an end, although I'm absolutely buzzing about your performance so far. You've played very well and deserve to get where you are.
I'll be back in the stiffy.
But the reason I say that is Tem and Scott play exactly the same style of game, and I just think Tem plays it a little better. Just a little. Because, and I'll tell you why I only say a little, is because Tem will actually feel the pump more than what Scotty will, because Scotty couldn't care less. He doesn't care whether he makes the stateside or not. Tem wants to make the stateside. So he'll be feeling the pressure right now. It's a matter of whether he can hold up and not chop up. Scotty couldn't care less, because that's just his attitude. He's exactly the same as me at the moment. He couldn't care less. And as far as Paul Clack and Shane Fell, the reason I say 4-1 is because I just think Clacky has too much class. Meanwhile, we have already started. There is no mucking around. Dan has decided that these two will be Shane Fell and Paul Clack. I think Scotty looks more like Shane than Clacky. Very hard to replicate Clacky's nose, though. It's a tough gig. And I'll tell you what, this is a tough out that Scotty's got straight up, because the transition from ball to ball is not ideal. And I'm going to make the call now. He does not make this out. In fact, the best thing you could do right now is put this over the hole. But he will go for it. Plays it. That's the best result he could have asked for. I know he's tried to pot that, but that is his best result. And now Tem comes to the table thinking, well, I would like to have gone in and then you chopped up, because then I don't have a hard out. Now he's got to play a double. Won't complain if this goes over the hole. I don't know, he's decided to cover. See, I don't like that shot. Well, I think Scotty plays this into the side rail and into the yellow. And just pushes it to the bottom rail and just keeps Tim under the pump. Scotty has other ideas, puts another ball over the hole, and he's played it well. Tim backdoor this, put over the other side of the table. Good shot. I still like this shot I said before. Play the red, side rail into the yellow. Push your red up a touch, put the yellow on the bottom rail. You don't really leave a lot on. To me, like this red that he's looking at now to the centre, I think you've got to leave it there for now. It's not in any immediate danger. Tell you what, Shane has hit the cover off that red. He's absolutely put into the car park. He plays the double. I'll tell you what, he's played it too well. He still has the shot I'm talking about though. Just doesn't want to play it. Maybe I'm off my head. I just don't. He's got to play for a double if he's going to get this out. Double on the red. And that's exactly what he's played for. I'll tell you what. One cannot criticise the man's white ball right now. He is on a string. And if he makes this out, oh, he's hit it like a fairy. Too busy. Well, to be fair, he probably was trying to hold the white. Now Tim says, give me a snooker. Scotty says, you beauty, I'm going to come cross table and get out of this. Cross table coming up. Wants to hit the far ball, as in the one that's furthest from the pocket. Wanted to hit it first rather than rail first, but still keeps the pressure on Tim. May see Tim play the ball right in the middle of the three and just take the white ball over the side cushion again. That's exactly what he's done. Ooh. How's the gap go? Even if there is a gap there to pot that red, it's too risky. There is no gap. So cross table again coming up. Tell you what though, if he gets this one right, he was pretty much here before. Well, that's a result. He'll cop that.
It's a good chance now if he knocks in his red. He's on the black.
Over the well, is there a gap there, Mick?
Yeah, there's definitely a gap there.
You can tell from 10 metres away?
I can. I've got good eyes, but they're fading quite bad. I need glasses again. I wore glasses for 12 years.
Well, you just decided you didn't need them anymore.
I took them off at the age of 17 so I can get a girlfriend. And got a girlfriend. And then...
I hope you're not going to tell that to your son. Maddox, you have to take your glasses off in order to get a girlfriend.
No, he's got like 7 of them at the moment.
7? It's fine.
Yeah, that was definitely wrong by Tem to hit that in quite hard. Yeah, he had to put it quite soft.
Well, has he got a mini result? I mean, he has played for the white ball deep. Question is, does this go? Scotty says, yes, I'm loading up. I'm going to punch it in. I'm going to say that he undercuts this. I'm going to say it's to the right side of the table. Oh, he just bangs it in like it wasn't even there.
I'm actually hoping here, for a sideline point of view, Shane Feld to make the final here, make his first 18.
Oh, Scotty.
I think you've got to take that in the centre there.
That one time there about middle and corner pockets, I will agree with you, Mick. That was middle all day long.
And about 5 minutes ago, you're definitely wrong again.
No, I was definitely right about that last one, but that one was middle all day.
No.
It was a big pocket. There was no danger, and he rushed the hell out of that. Bit of. We're getting close to the finish line here for a state team, and I said he wouldn't give to you beauties about whether he made it or not, but maybe I was wrong because that was a genuine chop up.
Everyone that plays in this tournament over this weekend cares about making the state team. I don't care what I say.
Is that right? Oh, damn, that's a shocker.
That is a shock.
gives the tongue. See, this is what I'm talking about. He's feeling the pump as well.
Probably the twins that are about to pop out.
No, he wants it. Don't worry about that. Will he recover from that last shot? This is a much harder black than you had before.
I think.
Oh, what a shot. But he's pot the yellow, and Tem has just been kissed on the U Beauties by fairies. And I'll tell you right now.
Give me another one.
That shot there, Tem is actually feeling $1 million by losing the frame but winning. Oh, Jesus, Mick. Shane Fell plays a... Oh, actually, I think he's left this yellow on. I mean, Clacky can definitely get through to this yellow. Stan expertly misses the break again. Tem, I would imagine, will take yellows here.
Yellows.
He says yellow. Oh, Clay, oh, look at this shot from Clay. I'll tell you what, I've got to say, I don't know if I agree with that choice of shot, but... One shot here from Tem to open this frame wide open and make it a pretty simple out. I would actually personally play the plant here. Wow, that hasn't worked out amazing. I think the trickiest ball was actually the one on the left-hand side of the table where the two reds are. And he could have eliminated that straight away and had plenty of linking balls. So folks, it's actually quite difficult to commentate at the moment, folks, because we've got a lot of losers in this section right now. So all the winners are too busy playing, says Robbo. Yeah,
Robbo's just come over and he's blowing bubbles out of his mouth, trying to land them in like everyone's drinks.
And we did capture Robbo that excellent punch of the cue rack there as well. Because the kick was it? Sorry. I'm sure.
In all fairness,
folks replay it, they'll see that.
It's a good defence, going for 3 in a row. Falling short, but good defence. Against
a reputable nobody as far as the public's concerned,
against
too.
An absolute nobody.
Yeah, why?
But what about his porno mustache? Oh, Temmy.
And Tem is he's
definitely
about to go.
He's $1.04 to go 2-0 up here.
Yeah, and I think
Has he got a porno mustache?
I called Tem to win 4-2, but I think this could be a blowout now because that pot of Scotty's black and the pot of Tem's ball.
Yeah, Shane's got his Shane. I mean what? I mean Shane Temmy. I mean. I think a Shane Tem final is on the cards, yeah?
I think Tem will be in the stateside in about the next 10 minutes, and I'm sorry, folks, but I'm going to say Clacky still wins this match.
I like Clacky, of course, but I always go for the underdog. So.
Why is that, mate? Because you are one.
Because I'm one, yeah. Let me tell you something. If Shane doesn't make this out, he will lose 4-1.
I'm now going to say that he will not make this out.
If he makes this out, I think he can win 4-2 or 4-3.
What was my score prediction for this match before it started, Mick? I said 4-1. And I reckon that red that he just didn't get on, that's on its lonesome by now, will hurt him.
I think you're
badly.
underestimating Shane. I think he'll make this out. If he doesn't, I think he'll lose.
Do you want 20 on it?
20 push-ups, because I think you can do 20 push-ups.
I could wreck him with push-ups.
You can't wreck me in anything, man.
What are you talking about?
You can't wreck me in anything.
Anything at all?
No.
Really?
No.
Should we set a cage up?
You know what? Give me a week, and in the cage you'll be in trouble.
Here we go. Give you a week.
Oh, mate, I was seeing you cuddle some big women.
I'll tell you what we'll do, mate. We'll bring Robbo's skills out with our little kicking skills over there. We'll go kick for kick in the thigh just above the kneecap, and we'll see who lasts longer.
You've got thighs the size of...
Oh, look at this shot from Clacky. No good. But anyway, you would have lost 20 because Shane didn't even try and pot out there because he obviously was never going to make the out.
Surely he can make the out now.
I'm telling you now, this red that is on its own is a massive worry for him. He is talking himself out of making this out because of that red.
The red on the bottom right now is his last ball.
Yeah, but he will not. He's so worried about it. I mean, he has to commit now. He has no choice.
He's got the hairstyle like a champion. Oh
wow.
My God. Shane, you disappoint me.
You have to punch that in. You've got to punch that in.
You know
maybe he played as a safety.
I'm backing. If Paul gets this, he's going 1-0 up.
Oh, good call, mate. You're amazing. I wish I had your skills.
You just Clacky, come on, mate.
Oh, what a shot from Clacky there. That is not a horrible pot at all, and Paul Clack will go on and make the stateside. You heard it from me first. And Tim Dixon will also make...
What did I say 2 seconds ago?
Tim Dixon will win this match as well, and I will make a score prediction for the final, even though we don't even know who's in it yet, but we really do. Because I'm a genius at predicting things, Mick. Unlike you are an imbecile. Tem over chops, but I'm going to say Clacky beats Tem in the final. Sorry, Rio. But I'm going to say Clacky wins 5-3.
If you know what, if it's Tem versus Clacky, I'll go Tem.
All right, you do that.
I bet you 2 babies.
Those little Chico ones that you buy in the packets, the chocolate ones, they're nice.
What the hell is that? Can we do some light?
We're going to do some player interviews, but...
Can we interview Robbo now that he's just lost? Go on.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, let's interview some... I think it's interview time. It's not home time. You maybe wait 7 hours. You're going to watch this final. You're going to sit down and have a few drinks and watch this final. No, we're not going.
Robbo, you've yet to watch a final you haven't been part of.
You owe me a drink. Give me a drink. Give me a drink. Get now.
So Tim is decimating now. He is causing absolute destruction.
I'll take a picture and show while we're waiting.
And the problem now for Scotty is Tim's actually no longer feeling pressure because he's 3-0 up. He's no longer feeling pressure. Those little chop ups that you saw earlier will have disappeared. And this is why scoreboard pressure is ultimately important, because you will see
That's right. It's not fine. I waited 7 hours rather than 9. I smashed it.
Oh, great shot there from Clacky. Yeah, another good shot there from Clacky, just locking the frame down.
He's got the keys. I built in my house next week. Actually, tomorrow they're starting. It's not gonna rain. They gotta move some dirt. Doesn't matter.
Excellent shot from Shane there. He's covered the red, made it difficult for Clack.
No. See you later. No. I'm not. Staying.
Just to give you guys some background on what's going on here, because I know the commentary hasn't been premium. Robbo's crying.
Sure.
Has massive boxes. Like basically, if you have a share in Kleenex right now, you're a millionaire. Okay, that's how it's sort of going right now. And he's ordering a cab that's going to cost him approximately $200. So apparently, there's no food on the table next week, and he's trying to guilt Mick into it. Mick wants to stay because he's drunk, and would like to drink another 3 or 4 more pints and do the right thing by the commentary team and not do anything more but commentate about this match. And drink my beer as well, apparently.
I waited 6 hours for him. It's not my fault he made the final.
So our Mothers Club meeting is now over, and we'll get on with this match. And at the moment, it's pretty much one-way traffic, and that's TD.
Yeah.
Although I'll tell you what, do not like that shot at all. And I'll tell you why I don't like it, Mick. Mick Tem just says, I'm going to put this ball over the hole, put you under pressure, but I just made it so I can't pot out either. And when you're 3-0 up, you want your balls in potable positions, and you want your opponent under the pump.
Yeah, Tem's a big favourite here to make the final.
Oh, what makes you say that when you're 3-0 up? Can you give us the reasoning for why you think that, Mick?
About 7 points.
You know, I did some commentary in Perth a number of years ago at the Nationals, and Rebecca O'Mara was actually commentating with me at the moment. And I told her I was going to teach her how to play pool by commentating. I might have to do the same thing with you. The first question I asked when the ball's just been racked and the person had the white ball in hand, I said, what are they going to do now? And she said, they're going to break. I said, correct. And I said, it's just like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. They're going to get harder, the questions, the further we go. So we may have to do that with you.
I'm all for it, mate.
So what do you do on Reds here, mate?
What table?
The one on the right. So Tem's lining up to try and win the match.
Barger. On Reds, I just knock the red at the top right here, I just knock it out. The guy on yellows can go for it.
But what about this? Will it?
Just get that red. You're losing right now.
So you think that red at the top that Tem's right near with his cue goes in the corner?
No. Get it out.
You're talking about that one.
Just knock it out, and you're in front by a good shot or two. That's a good shot. Whatever happens here, doesn't matter.
He's played that deliberately off the yellow as well.
Yeah. So whatever happens here doesn't matter. You're now in front.
Well, I really like this yellow on the bottom left-hand side of the table.
Well, you're in trouble.
Chop this in front of the other red.
That's why I haven't won a major in like fucking 30. I mean, that's 3 times I've said the F word. I'm so sorry.
Look at this. And he's...
We're going like after this.
Now, if I'm Tem here, I actually wonder if this red goes inside the yellow at the angle that he's on, because it looks really close.
The semis, man. Oh, whatever. I waited 6 hours. He's waited like 30 minutes. He can wait another 30 minutes. I've got my own car. That's right. I forgot about that. He was meant to drive. I forgot about that. Actually, I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back in a minute.
Right, folks, I'm going to put someone that can actually commentate next to me. Matt Kerwood is going to join us. Who has hung around. Actually, you must be waiting for someone as well, are you? Big chance here for Scotty. What's your thoughts on Scotty, Matty? Actually, he rolled you, didn't he? In your
yeah, he was actually bet me 3-2 in the round robin to get into the last 16. I feel like he's got not much of a safety game. He likes to pot.
Gets after him.
Yeah.
Which has obviously worked for him so far.
Yep.
And he's rolled Robbo as well, who obviously we know is very methodical and plays the right shot the majority of the time. Look at this shot.
That is absolutely huge.
And this is what Scotty does. Freewheels, just gets on with it, doesn't really care less about where his opponent's balls are. He cares about his own. He says, I'm just going to go out. But
that is a bad shot.
Yeah, and this is the issue right here. The cleanliness that's required to rack four or five frames together at the business end of the comp may be hard. And I actually think that's lost him the match.
I don't think Tim can lose from here now.
He's really got to come off 2 rails, doesn't he? Right hand side rail, top rail. It's a tough shot, but I don't see a choice. I don't think killing this black's going to help him.
No.
All that does is make the yellow not on. All I see Tim doing here is, although Tim likes to attack as well, but put this over the hole, bump the other one off the rail and win. I don't know why he hit it so hard. And something else I wouldn't have done there. The natural feeling is to take the white ball away as far as you can from the person's object ball. But in that situation, I felt it was a mistake because...
Yeah, he can come up and lay on the bottom.
Exactly, he can get out of this now, whereas if it's hard up on the side rail, he can't come off the bottom rail and lay up on the yellow. So I felt that was an error.
And he also has a chance to even hit the yellow full and knock the black up the rail to open up his yellow as well.
And that's exactly what you want to do. You want to hit this yellow very full, push the black up a foot. Scotty says, shut up, playing this red. It's a strange choice of shot. He's promoted it perfectly over the hole.
That is no good.
And he just says, Tem, have a ball that you can kick the black out with. Tell you what, you do not want to play this shot and hit it bad. You're just asking to foul here. Oh, he's played it off the red. I didn't even see that shot. That was well spotted. That was an excellent shot. I'll tell you what, people that don't know this bloke, there is some fair brilliance in his game if you get to see it. It's just he's got to loosen up and be allowed to freewheel for you to actually be able to see it consistently. But he's got the shots.
Now he doesn't want to double kiss the black here, so it stays where it is. Almost wants to hit the yellow first and then into the black.
Yeah, any double kiss is horrible here. On either ball, double kiss is bad.
That's perfect.
He's played it very well. And it really doesn't matter what he does here, as long as he gets high on this last red over the middle pocket. This doesn't even have to go in. And it doesn't. And it won't even matter. Temujin Dixon is about 30 seconds maximum away of making the state team for the first time in, what, 2 years that he's been here? Well, this is the first time he's tried to make it. And the only thing he can do stupid here is going off the middle. Can't see it happening. He will land fat on the black. and win the match. Meanwhile, Shane fell. And shake of hands. Tem is now our first member of the state team. And let's not hope he takes the foot off the pedal here, because there's still a title up for grabs. Shane Fell says, I'm not going away. I'm going to go 2-1. So I predicted 4-1 on this scoreline, Matty, so if Shane wins any more, I got that wrong.
I reckon 4-3 Clacky.
4-3. I predicted 4-2 with Scotty and Tam, but after I saw that first black and the pot of the yellow, I sensed a potential whitewash.
Scotty actually was knocking a lot of long blacks in today in the round robin.
Very carefree, but the problem is with the style that you play, when you're that open, you get to a business end, you start missing a couple, you get locked down. So Katrina Defina has just been confirmed our first female state team member. And the other person will be the winner of Colby Pool and Lyndall Element. I don't know what the score is. I'll try and find that out for you. Although Linda looks pretty stressed over there, so I'm going to have a guess that Colby's doing all right. The looks can be deceiving, but yeah, Linda looks... Okay, so Colby's 3-2 up, race to 4. And I promise you right now, whoever wins that match out of those two will win the state title. Colby, I actually made the call last year when Colby won the state title that she will win the next 3 out of 4. Good double there from Clucky if it went in, but it didn't. And that was pretty casual, wasn't it, Matty? Like, didn't really take a lot of time on it. And here's a man that will make sure that he takes his time on every shot and gets it right. Very intense man.
Do you look at covering the bottom right pocket here, Jamie?
I think if the red passes that's in the centre of the table, just the right of the yellow, I think if this goes in, you're not probably too worried. But I mean, you've got a couple of terrible balls on the table that you've got to deal with. To be honest, I think if that goes over the hole, you feel better about this frame. I think right now this out doesn't happen. I mean, I don't see an out here, Matty.
Yeah, I don't either. 2 dead balls.
Once again, you've got to put this over the hole. And the hole is getting dug even deeper.
Now he has to play a big shot.
You know what I see here?
Left.
Just play this dead weight top left-hand corner. Hope it doesn't roll. You got the back double on the ball on the right side rail.
Still, it's a hard out.
But you want to land really high on it, so when you play the thin cut, you're actually going into the red and black. But then you've got to deal with this ball on the left-hand side table as well. It's just a ridiculous out to have to play.
I think he should have backed up 3-4 shots ago and set it over, right over that bottom right corner.
Tell you what,
that is
not a bad
massive
shot.
shot.
I will give you the inside too. These tables at the moment are hugging the rails really hardcore. But what they also do when you're playing a shot like that, they're drifting into the rails. So for him to have judged that at that pace is not a bad shot at all.
Because if that missed, Clacky was out and 3-1
So there is a huge chance. Start off the side rail, try and land really straight on this double and just play it dead weight, and he lands behind the other one. That's too much angle. Too much angle. And I don't think you can double the one that's below the black either. I think you can't get enough purchase on that.
still is a safety option. Just bump the red out off the rail and snooker him off the top balls and the bottom ones.
I think that's the only shot, Matty. Like, you've got to keep yourself alive. And he would have seen it, because that's exactly the sort of shot that Shane sees. So. And all he's done there is he's gone around and checked the availability of the yellow on the bottom cushion, because he's going to leave him on it. You can't not. You can't snook on every ball on the table and not leave a thin cut on the ball on the bottom. But what he doesn't want is to leave it so a safety can be played on in return. I don't know. This is the most ridiculous shot you could have ever thought of to play.
Wow.
I don't even care if that works out right. That is just unbelievably crazy. Clacky says good shot, but mate, that was madness. But
Clacky just doubles this yellow on the right-hand side down to the bottom right.
Yeah, take the white ball side rail.
Apparently he doesn't.
Oh, actually, you know what he's going to do? He's going to pot this and then get behind it. I thought he might pot it and go inside, but still a good shot because he's got the snooker.
But I think he can still play that shot and cover the pocket as well.
You're talking about playing the yellow that the white's closest near?
Doubling that yellow down and still taking the white to that path.
So that's just, that shot there is death for Shane as well. Like, hasn't helped him at all. It's just killed a red completely. Gives Clacky a million options. And your shot now is a bit more risky, Matty, because if you take white ball left side of table, you leave that ball that he's put on the rail chop across.
Well, why doesn't Clacky play this one closest to the black spot, go up for that shot, and then play it off the red and open his other yellow up? Out.
Oh, that's advanced pool, Matty. Didn't see that. So, to me, I don't want to take that risk. I don't mind potting the ball that you've just talked about, but I'm happy to just get over there and just plug it over the hole and just say, well, you know, use the black as cover and say, well, you've got no chance to win this frame there. I think he's actually tried to pot that and play the shot I said. Or yours, whichever one he felt more comfortable. I think if he had got straight on it, your shot would have been the go, but at that angle's no good. Like, it's too much accuracy required. Get straight on though, you can play it with quite a bit of confidence.
So what does Shane do here?
Do you reckon he can hit this full ball? If you can hit this full ball, you just basically play a dead weight shot, full ball onto it. I don't know why he's fouling.
Playing this yellow into the red to kill it.
Well, there's no longer any balls that will go up inside this red now. But he's left Clacky a ball that he's just eyeing off now to see the angle on the pot. Doesn't like it. He's going to eliminate his easy ball first and try and look for a better spot with the white. Tell me, I like this shot, Matty. Play the ball over the hole if you want to, just to get the position. But this yellow that's near the red on the right-hand side of the table, you're going to play that, backdoor the red to the top side, to the right side rail. You're on your ball along the rail. You can actually play that along the rail with some confidence. Yeah, especially the way these pockets are. They're just hugging them in at the moment. That's gone too far, yeah.
But I think he's actually going to play this other yellow
off the bottom of the red.
Off the bottom of the red. And if it goes in, he's out.
Yeah, this shot's huge. Actually, I think he's actually played for this now that you said that. Oh, played for a lot there, didn't he? He even played to kick that yellow on the bottom rail out as well. He's got to, surely he's got to tuck in here. He doesn't commit to this now. Could play the thin cut along the rail and take the white ball at the top end of the table. It'd be fairly safe, you would think. He gets it, he goes game. But the other option is to play the yellow on the right-hand side of the table, get another snooker. Hit it fairly full, cover the ball in the middle.
Go for this yellow across down the bottom of the rail.
He's looked at it twice now.
And he's putting his fingers where he wants the white as well. He just doesn't want to hit this really, he doesn't want to hit it soft, he wants to give it some. And that is
yeah, he's okay. That's
a good shot.
Yeah, it is. Good shot to nothing. And Shane, I don't actually see a shot for Shane here, to be honest.
I think he's just he's going to have to face cut this, and hopefully it comes off the yellow and it's over the hole.
I don't reckon you can actually play that shot you just said thick enough without double kissing it, can you?
I don't think it's going to double kiss.
Actually, more the point, can you actually hit that thick enough to get it across? Like the angle's horrible. I don't know, was he looking at chopping this as thin as he can off the yellow?
I don't like this. Well, unless he's laying up and putting
Trying
the
to
red
land
on top of the yellow.
Or trying to land inside it. Like that. Tell you what, nah, it's no good. So ball over the hole at the top end of the table, one would guess might be first, but if it's on, otherwise he might play this plant that he's looking at now. Don't like it. Other option, if he doesn't like either of those, tuck in for another snooker. He's got so many options right now, Clucky. He must feel in so much control. Just needs to make the decision that he is most comfortable with. Looks like he's going to play the little snooker. I'd actually play the bottom ball snooker here myself, but
yeah, that's just as good.
I like the bottom one because I think the escape's harder than this.
Yep.
Like you've got two balls to aim for here realistically, whereas the side one, if you've got to come for the side row, you've only really got the ball in the middle to aim for. I just don't see Shane.
What do you do here if you're Shane?
Well, people at home thinking, how do you win this frame for me if you're Shane, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, the answer is don't get in this position. Like, it's as simple as that. This is one of these frames where you just hope your opponent chops up the out and gives you a chance. You have no chance to win this frame if your opponent keeps doing the right things. And other than fluking a miracle, like coming off the bottom rail, somehow picking that gap. I don't even know if it's possible. Pot the ball in the middle, running down for a double on the red. I just don't see a way out of this. All he can really do is tuck up hard up on this yellow and force him to waste a shot.
Which I don't think is going to help.
Oh, he's tapped that terribly, and he puts his head up in shame because he knows that he's just guaranteed loss of frame. Clucky's got an easy plan to open up things. Oh, how's this white ball going? Oh, it does its best to curve in. And that's what I mean by the only way Shane could win is if Clucky chops up. That was a fairly close effort. Just drop this in pretty dead weight. It doesn't even actually matter where you land the wide here because even if he lands dead straight, it's not a problem. Just has to clear the reds. There's no other issue here. Probably use the side rail, get centre table.
Why didn't he top that in?
Don't know, but he's played it very well. And Clucky will take a 3-1 lead. And my 4-1, I'll tell you what, if I was a score predictor and I was allowed to bet odds, the 4-1 prediction would have paid about $9. And I'd have been a millionaire if it gets right. Probably would have paid more. Probably would have paid about 12.
Until you put the bet on Jamie and then...
Then the score ends up being Shane winning 4-1. I'll be back shortly, folks.
She's my sister. But not just one group, we've got double Is it oh. You can buy a car for that. That's what Mom said. Mom was never on a curl cost more than that for me.
Oh, huge chance for Shane here.
To wreck your 4-1 scoreline.
Surely pots the ball over the hole here first because the plant's not ideal. So I think if he doesn't pot this ball over the hole first, he'll ruin this frame.
Might look thinner than it actually is. But yeah,
Gonna go for the cannon on the ball over the hole. Yeah, good shot. Excellent shot.
great shot.
Yeah, next question though, Matty. This ball that's furthest away from the action.
Do you play it in the centre or do you?
Well, this is
I
my
think he's
question.
going to have to
Does
play
it go
for
in
it.
the middle?
I think so.
If it goes in the middle, it's all smooth sailing. If it doesn't go in the middle,
It's tight.
he's got to chop it and come off 2 rails. Goes in easy, says Dan. So it should be just a
Two
basically
rolls,
yeah,
yeah.
a couple of roll-ins. Tap-ins. That's how I like it apparently, Matty.
Tap-ins.
Yeah, or just like safe.
Jeez, wow, that's a good shot.
That is a great shot.
I tell you what, that was risky. That was risky as hell, but he's played that to perfection.
Yeah, no, I still went, yeah. But still, what we're here. Oh, yeah.
So the 4-1 prediction out the window. We're looking at 3-2. This off the break too, Matty?
Off Clacky's break.
Clacky.
Clacky went in off on the break. Oh, that is
Really
good.
easy.
And there you have it, 3-2.
Shane to break as
Shane
well.
to break.
Now, I think the girls have been sorted as far as the final is concerned. I think Colby won because she was 3-2 up and they've stopped playing. So I'm going to assume she won 4-2. And Katrina is playing as well, and they're not starting their final. Pretty sure they're going to play this final same time as the men, so they're both streamed at the same time. Shane dumps a white, and Clacky will say, "Thank you for the yellows." And he'll put the white ball on the right-hand side of the table and play the train straight away. And the link up of these yellows is sick. This could be the end of the match at this visit because these link really nicely, these yellows. The hardest part about this out, in my eyes, is actually making sure you transition to the black correctly off whatever ball you choose to be the final ball. And if it's me, I'm probably trying to leave the ball over the right centre until last. Just underhit that a touch. Would love to have come a little slightly further, but will stun just past centre pocket. Now he's going to play the roll through and play the longer shot. Thought he might stun to the past the side, but whatever he's comfortable with. But that's basically shows me that Claggy's decided this is not my last ball until last for the black over the hole. I'm going to play on it now, which is all fine. He's got heaps of options. There's multiple ways you can make this out. That probably wasn't what he played for. I think he's okay though. I think this will pass. Oh yeah. Yeah, see, that tells me for sure there's no way you won the cannons there. That's actually a big blue. Just slightly misjudged, and Shane with a big opportunity now to level up. And wouldn't this be something if Shane could come back and win this match and make his first stateside? We'd have two players that have never made a Victorian stateside before in the team. But still a lot of work to do here for Shane. He's got a horrible ball on the bottom rail. The ball near the black is dodgy as hell. That's pretty much it. The ball at the top on its own as well. You just got to land on it neat, but you've got linking ball to it. But the opening shot, though, is the question. What does he do? I just don't see him going out and committing his shot. So the trickiest part about this for me, Matty, there's not really a spot on the table for the white where you can leave him off all three balls. You go to the left, you leave the one that's on its own. You go to the right, you leave the plant. The middle section is tough to land on, and even then you'd leave off a side rail onto the yellow to promote it over the hole or pot it and then land fat on the plant. So this is real tricky if you ask me.
That is very fortunate, actually.
Fortunate's one way to put that. That was massively lucky. I think he knows it. Comes to the table and is kind of thinking, wow, get a result. But the white ball, to be fair,
It's pretty safe.
pretty good spot. He's actually put Clacky into trouble here.
He just made himself favourite for the frame now.
Still think this red ball on its own down the bottom there is a shocker and keeping Clacky alive. I think the shot here is going to be really key, because if you give Shane a shot at it, which he has,
Just made himself into more trouble. Now looking at this frame, Shane should never lose it.
well, Clacky's going to probably be stuck in a position now where he starts to smother to try and stay in the frame. I just think while Shane leaves this red near the hole, now I don't know about you, Matty, but if he doesn't,
He has to get this red on the bottom rail out now, I reckon.
well, if he doesn't do too much damage now, by at least moving the red that's near the black or the one you just spoke about, I don't see a problem with putting the yellow on the red. You've got two really horrible balls you've got to land on. Traffic all sort of heading that way towards those yellows. Just eliminating balls for the sake of it now. I just don't like this. I actually see Clacky get back in this frame for me. These balls that are being eliminated is not what you want to see. Still doesn't help. Yes, he's on this red, big deal. I just see a smother coming and a potential work back in this frame happening here. Don't get me wrong, Shane's a big favourite right now, but it's one of those frames where your opponent can work their way back into the frame.
If you can hold for this red in the pocket, maybe he's going for the out. No.
Wow. Yeah, the more I look at that, I'd have flicked off that half ball, taken the white ball at the top end of the table.
He hasn't left Clacky much to do here.
He's left him in short range to smother, and that's what I don't like about this. I think he's going to try and land hard up on this red near the black. Oh no. He's just tried to smother. One thing it has done is it's forced Shane to play this pot first, because there's no way you're going to be leaving. Okay, I'm failing to see what the deal is here. What's the thought plan here, Matty? What's the thought process? Because is he really going to try and get on this red and then commit?
I don't know.
Or is he going to foul? Because he's not going to be on the red. You leave the red till last. It's really difficult to get on the black. And now you're just saying to your opponent, well, okay, I'm going to foul now, obviously. And you push the black in there, you risk a foul snooker.
I disagree with potting both of his reds there.
Push the black down, you push it to the left side rail. You've got 4 balls you've got to kick out one short. They've got to start chipping them out one by one. I mean, he's still a favourite, but it's all depending. You would think this black's going to... He can't play this in the middle of the 3 yellows. Oh, he's potted that. He's potted. No, he throws his cue on the table. A bit premature. But have a look at this, Matty. They all kick out.
Yeah.
Oh, actually...
That red doesn't actually look all the way in the pocket.
Do you reckon these kick out? I reckon that the middle yellow's tricky to kick out. If you backdoor it off this outside one, it hits the other yellow and kind of stays there. So he's going to kick one out for now. Matty's just going to check to see if this yellow fits inside the red or not. He didn't walk that far, so
You can actually fit a truck through there.
So, okay, the call is you can fit a truck through there, and that's why Clacky's doubled the yellow. The problem is, he probably don't want to take it now because he killed the yellow, so he's probably going to just be patient, wait another shot. That explains a lot why Clacky played the shot he did. Obviously, that yellow is supposed to be on, and then he just plays the blast out and goes game.
And if that yellow goes over the pocket, I think Clacky, he takes on the out.
Absolutely. Geez, he played that well. That was a tough shot to get perfect, the way the angle that he took. You slightly misjudged that, and you could potentially leave the white ball on the side rail.
So I think Shane actually has to either put the red over the hole much better or bounce that yellow up.
Now that I know that you can really fit a ball inside that red easily, I would have been working towards making it not possible. Whether you disrupt the red so you can't, so they're not like sort of next to each other, or they're more in a line with the red, so that way you can't sort of kick it in. I definitely wouldn't have played the black up out on the table now that I know the yellow goes inside.
See, when Shane had his 2 reds left on the table, why didn't he cut the black over to the bottom right where his red was? Because Clacky had 3 balls in there that went nowhere.
So he's going to try and make it so this yellow doesn't go.
I reckon play the yellow off the bottom rail into the
little
red,
gap?
into the red half ball. So it closes that pocket up.
Oh,
Just like that.
Yeah, you've
That's a
called
good
that
shot.
to a T, Matty. Tap at the table of appreciation there from Clacky, and I think it'd be fair to say Clacky's not the biggest fan in the world of playing a tactical frame. He likes to get He likes to get going and make outs, although not a stranger to it, as is any player from Ballarat, because they kind of got brought up that way. So one comes out. Don't be surprised if we see a yellow just float its way up over the pocket there with that black. And indeed it has.
That's a great.
Has left
Ooh.
a gap, but I don't think Cluggy's going to be that stressed about it. And do you think Shane tries to put this black right over the pocket? He's going to pot the yellow.
I disagree with that.
He left him off the...
If he's left him off that other shot, off that other yellow, that is a great shot. And he hasn't.
Thing is though, even if he cans this long ball, you still got to kick the yellow out. I mean, yes, it's a pretty common shot where you play it half ball and play it towards the centre pocket. Looks like he hasn't even played for the pot. It's a strange choice of shot, that. The only reason I say that is if you're not going to pot it in the first place, why not double it back up the other end of the table, away from the bottom section of the table where you can allow him to even hit the red? So now he's got to chop off this. And you can't just leave the white down there.
He could double kiss it if he... Ooh,
It's a strange choice of shot.
I really disagree with that shot.
Well, it just allows him to just sneak into the red and just, like, if he can just roll up onto the red, he's got to
Shane
move the
just
yellow.
needs to roll up onto the red now.
Well, I can't believe he's not playing it.
Me either.
Well, that just cost him the match, potentially, because this is a perfect half ball to the centre. It's perfect. You couldn't put the white ball in a better spot.
Why doesn't Shane just roll up to the red, leave Clacky on that other yellow?
Like, and anybody at home that thinks if he gets this even close to the middle is lucky, you're off your head. That is such a common shot. Like,
That just lost Shane the match.
most people will probably try and smash it out, but all you've got to do is control that shot, and you will know you're going to have a pot on it. Any half ball contact is going to go towards the middle pocket. That is madness. And you know what? It's kind of good for Shane in one way that if he goes back and watches this and realises that, okay, well, I've just left that too easy. We'll learn from that. Jesus, that was a little close for comfort, but Clucky will go on to win 4-2.
I think Clacky should have just rolled that one in. I think he was drifting up for it anyway.
Well, you meant to just go past the middle side rail, but it's okay.
And there you go. Our final, Paul Clack and Tim Dixon.
So, yeah. Well, that was obvious, but he screwed off it. He was never going to, like, you have to play a stun run through at pace like that. It's such a hard shot, a little white. So it's just not the right shot. Just rest up on the red all day long there. Maybe he was worried about double kissing him, but it must have been that far away from the draw if you could fit a yellow inside it. Don't know.
I think, yeah, that one double.
Was it frozen maybe? Maybe the red was frozen and the option wasn't there. I'll tell you what, even if the red was frozen and you give him 2 shots, give him a foul snooker. Maybe he can hit the red, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to tell when you're not actually right out there in the middle of the table.
Yeah, that double and Clacky's ball there pretty much just lost him the frame.
I mean, it's fine if he gets the white ball where he wanted it, but from the angle he would have actually had to play like he's belted in to straighten the yellow up. He would have actually stun run through the white, another like half a foot. It's like such a hard shot to play with a little white, to control it, get the double, square it up. Too many elements involved in the shot. State team member Tim Dixon comes over the commentary box. Job not done yet, Tim. Tim's just asked why he's doubled the ball and not just tapped the red with the white.
We'll never know.
Anyway, we all learn, and probably a learning experience for Shane, who is, like I said, he's been playing pool for a really long time. He went away, he's come back, he's been playing everybody that he can play for money. It doesn't matter who they are, Robbo, Scary, the whole lot of them. And he's been learning at a rapid rate, improving his game. He's made a semi yet again. He's been making semis in a few different tournaments. And I'm sure this will just be another learning process for him to advance his game even further. And now, not unusual to see Reardon doing a post-mortem. And Donnie says, look, just get out of the way, I'm brushing the table. Getting ready for the final, you imbecile. So I think we're going to stream both ladies and men's matches. We'll probably focus on the men's mainly because it's $1.04 to finish first. So the girls will get their stream time.
Score predictions, Jamie.
I said I'd already made my score prediction for this match. I said who the two players were going to be in the final, and I said Clacky will win 4-2. Oh, sorry, 5-3 because it's a race to 5.
I think you've
Jake McCartney's just predicted 4-2, but I reckon he'll upgrade that to 5-3 now that he knows it's a race to 5.
I think if Tem gets a couple on the board straight up, I think he'll win 5-2.
This is Clacky.
Tem, I reckon Tem will win.
You reckon
5-2.
he'll get a few on the board early, get confidence, and
Win
and
5-2.
steamroll. One thing Clacky doesn't do is allow steamrolling very often, so it'll be interesting to see.
And Colby will win 5-1.
Probably win 5-1. Are they seriously playing race to 5?
I don't know.
I don't want to be here till midnight.
Go to rat. Oh, seriously, you send me a tip now?
Didn't expect you to read it now. I haven't looked. I'm not doing it now, so if I miss it, I miss it.
So Clacky's on a out already here. And I don't think Clacky should miss from here.
No, I agree with you, mate. This red flies between the two yellows. It's all about transition once again to black because he's got these two reds at the bottom. You would assume that one at the bottom left is last and the black in the middle. After he just mops these two up here. If you can get just off straight, or just, you know, like a little bit angle, just to stun nice and straight on this red on the right side rail. So pop this, get just off straight.
That's a great job.
That's overhit a little, I think.
Yeah,
No,
perfect.
you're right, he's perfect. As you can see, he's like lining up, okay, where's fairly straight, because I just want to drop this in.
Just done across a little bit.
And he has, that looks good. Even if he just stuns this in, it doesn't really matter. In fact, you want to stun this in, you want good queuing at your last red. I don't think Clacky's actually ever won the Victorian title before. I know he's won doubles, I don't think he's won a singles before. But I'll stand corrected if I'm wrong, I don't mind that. A lot of years to cover. Well, as it turns out, Matty probably didn't stun across enough because you really want to be really straight on that, didn't you? You didn't want to have to judge the cannon. Still okay, of course. Played it well.
Bit of a kick there. But he should be fine here.
Clacky to open the account. Makes no mistake. And I'll tell you what that does do. Let's say he misses that out and then Tem wins the frame. Tem feels like a god and feels like things are flying, doesn't miss. What it does though is instantly apply a small amount of scoreboard pressure. Now that might not mean much this early, but it'll just be interesting to see if Tem pots a ball off his break as we see Katrina hit the cover off that red and send it halfway back up the table where Shelby gets it right into the bulk line, and I think that'll be, see what I mean? He's tried to probably just make sure, you know what, I'm going to smash this, get a ball in. He might have hit that slightly less power than normal if he had won the last frame.
This should be 2-0 for Clacky.
Just this black, Matty. I assume you're looking at yellows.
Yeah, yellows.
Just this black. Do you think there's gap? Do you think it goes, or do you need to disturb
I think he
it?
needs to disturb it.
Tell you what though, you've got this ball on the bottom right hand side of the table, the left of the two. If you can just sort of get anywhere centre table, the natural angle to just bump the red, you're guaranteed to be on the ball, and you get the separation you need. That's the shot I'd be playing for as soon as possible.
I like the yellow closest to the black spot, playing that in the centre and screwing into just the middle of the two reds.
But you've got to land perfect on it. Whereas my shot, you can land in like this whole area of centre table. Your shot, you've got to land perfectly behind it on the right angle. So I reckon that's overhit.
He's landed on it. You might have enough angle to screw into the black here, but that is still very dangerous.
I just really like if you've got to get a little, and you don't have to get much separation. It's only a small amount. Well, here you go, Matty. Here's your shot. It looks perfect.
Yes, it does.
I just like to see, this is a stun shot, which means you have to execute it correctly. The shot that I've suggested is natural angle. There's no execution required. It's plain ball. You always know the angle. It's always going to be the same if you play a plain ball. With a stun shot, if you hit it slightly higher than what you want, slightly lower than you want, you get a different reaction off the white. You don't get exactly the same movement as what you would expect. You could play a stun shot at an angle 10 times and get, 7 different results. As Colby misses the ball by 4 foot.
I like this shot because if he hits the red, he's on the bottom two balls to the right corner, and he's hit it perfect.
Yeah, I mean, now because he's landed on it, you've got to play it. You've got to play for the top one here too as well. Go play high on this shot. Don't just play for the bottom ball. Play high and go to the other one. Yeah, it's perfect.
Play the bottom one in the bottom left and then come up.
I'd play the one on the right here. Unless his angle's perfect, to play the one on the left. But I know how you're thinking. You're thinking that the transition from the ball on the right's perfect to the black. But I just think his angles, it's not a natural shot. He's got to control it well. That's why I think he's taking this. He rolls this in, and then he knows if he stuns anywhere to the right side of the table.
Yeah. Even if he comes off the bottom rail and then off the side rail.
Yeah, well, I basically punching this off 2 rails. So use some left-hand side and just make sure you really clear that area and get right across the table. Well, he just says, shut up, I'm going to play this absolutely perfect and land fat and go 2-0 up.
2-0.
Well, so far, faultless pull from Paul Clack.
There you go.
What's your opinion, Matty, being young of age? Why do we watch women's 8-ball in comparison to men's 8-ball and we see 25 shots of frame on the women's pool and we see clearance after clearance on the men's? Why is that? Tell me why. What's your opinion? Don't be afraid to upset the viewers, mate. That's what I do every day.
I just think women don't like
You cannot be struggling. You have got an opinion. Every male that plays at a state level has an opinion on this. And if you don't put a microphone to your face, you can rattle it off in 2 seconds flat. That's the answer I want. Good shot there from Tem. My opinion is there's 2 opinions. I'll make it easy for you. One, it's a mindset. They just don't believe in themselves as far as they don't see the way to create outs by getting cannons on balls on rails or creating the angles required to land naturally on cannons and things like that. And number 2, it's purely a numbers game. There's not near the number of women that play 8-ball as what there is men. So you can't expect there to be as many freaks in women's 8-ball as there is men because there just simply isn't as many of them. The problem I have with that argument, though, is there is only a couple of women freaks that we've ever seen in the game. Yet we've seen like countless number of freaks in the men's game. So the ratio thing doesn't add up for me. And that comes back down to the mentality. It's mentality. So Rio says to me that women can't think like men. Really? So you're saying it can't be trained in them? I mean, if I sit a female like say Isabella Di Giorgio in front of a whole bunch of world level 8-ball streaming and saying, I want you to watch this and watch the way these guys go out and learn from it, are you saying that she... I think the other thing is the queuing as well. The queuing just doesn't seem to be there on most. Not so much queue power, but just the action itself. Like I look at the best female player in Australia, which has to be Lyndall Hulley because she's got the resume for it, and her queuing action is horrible. To be completely blunt, it's disgusting. Like she drops her elbow to her hip every time she plays a shot with any pace at all, yet she wins match after match after match. And that's because she takes the correct options, doesn't get punished for her mistakes by people that can cue the ball. Yet you look at someone like Colby, Elise Mabbott, who have good cueists. They can mix it with the men better than what she can. So what you need is a combination of Lyndall and Colby or Elise, and then you've got your star player. You've got your Sue Thompson of Australia. And Sue Thompson has it all. She is the freak of the women's 8-ball game. Anyway, back to the pool. Katrina and Trouble are on yellows.
I think she just kept potting and didn't pull up where the out wasn't on.
See, you look at these reds here that Colby's on. I mean, surely you would have the mindset of you're going to go game here.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You can put the red over the hole if you absolutely want to.
I think you go for this red closest to the black, cut it in or over, and if it goes in, you're out. If it doesn't, your favourite to win the frame.
So the other thing do you think that do you think the girls tend to worry about missing more than the men? Like they worry about the consequences, and this could be more of the whole processing and the way the things what Rio was talking about with the way your brain processes things. You don't think so? I know what spatial awareness is. This can go wrong, because the white ball's heading to a dodgy area.
I would have played that with bottom right. Tried to come
Around the angles.
around in between the yellow and red.
What,
Now she's got a long shot.
Tammy's actually about to get a frame on the. Was that? Oh no, that was Clacky. Was it Clacky at the table? That's Tam. Should get. I think he's got an angle here to get on the black in the bottom left if it passes. I mean, he's actually played the white to stun dead like that. That was his intention. So he obviously has an idea of what he wants to do. Good shot there from Colby.
She should finish this one off.
So and this is the other thing, right? The natural mindset wants to land as straight as you can on this red because you want to make it easy, but you actually want angle. You want to come to the side rail and back across the table.
And that's perfect. Maybe you would have liked a little bit more
Touch
angle.
more angle, I agree. It's one of those shots where you've got to just force it a little bit. Actually, you know what? You should just be able to play this with top and go across the table perfectly.
Ooh, 10.
Okay, so Tim's angle wasn't perfect. In actual fact, I think he's in real trouble. I don't think this goes anywhere. Yeah, that was perfect. You're right, Matty. Does this triple go maybe? It looks like the yellow's in the way on both accounts. Like it looks like the one over the left middle's in the way. It looks like the one in the centre of the table's in the way for the triple. Maybe the top right corner. Sorry, top left corner.
Colby goes up 1-0.
Even the yellow on the side rail looks like it blocks the double top left. So this just looks horrible.
He's looking to backdoor this.
Backdoor triple.
It's a hard shot.
Well, it's the only way he can create the angle. I'll tell you what, that's looking good. Oh, that's an excellent effort.
It's a great effort.
But I think Clacky will get on this ball along the rail for the train as soon as possible. And it's looking 3-0-ish. We'll find out probably in a couple of shots how good that 3-0 looks. That looks perfect to just run through and play on that, get on that plant straight away.
Short.
Oh, actually, it is a touch short, but I think it's okay because he'll probably be able to give it a little bit and come off 2 rails. You'd have to hit this really bad to not get the actual plant. There's 1-2 rails, and he's fine.
Great job.
So once again. Wants to land just off straight on this ball in the middle after he transitions from this third last ball. Well, he got a horrible kick there. I think he's still okay.
I think he's fine.
Geez, he landed heap straight on it. That kick was huge. It just threw the white up the table. Should still be okay. It's just
Donny getting the coins out.
all it's done really is made the distance between the white and the yellow for the final ball longer than what he would have liked, and he can't be, because he wants to be really straight on it, so that way he can just stun it in and play the black bottom right. Now he's probably going to be playing a stun and playing the black bottom left instead.
Depending on how straight he is on it.
Colby decides, I didn't like my opponent's ball sitting on the rail, I'll get it off.
Does he play the top one and screw back down?
No, you've got to
that
play
too
the ball in the middle. You've got to play the ball in the middle there. He's just rolling this in, isn't he? What's he doing? Oh, he's going off two. Oh, his angle fooled me completely.
Yeah, now he's jacking up over there.
Yeah, I don't think he landed exactly where I wanted to be, but should still be okay.
It's a great shot.
Plays for the middle. Couldn't have played it better. So 3-0 to Clacky, barring another giant kick that makes a miss happen like me. So Chem needs, he just needs to get his foot in the door here and just get a frame of the ball to get rolling.
Colby snookered herself here.
You know that, this, I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm gonna, because this is what I do.
Criticize.
The luxury Colby is feeling right now, all right, she's 1-0 up, and the luxury that she's feeling right now, just knowing that she's going to get to the table again. She knows she's going to get to the table again. Like that must just feel so good. I just wish I could feel that way when I play these in a final. Like, I just know I'm going to get to the table again. And she just knows she can pot this yellow. But to be fair, it's a pretty safe one to pot against most players here. Who broke that 10 dry break? Rio's buzzing about that. Well done. So this is what I'm talking about. Katrina's just played a little nudge shot, but it's not advanced her position in the frame at all, and she's got another visit. And now we're going to see another tap, and it's done absolutely nothing except kill the other ball that she just promoted and given Colby a shot. And this is what I mean. Colby can just go, okay, well, geez, I'm just going to get another 4, 5, 8 shots this frame. You know, if I'm Colby here, I pop the ball in the top right-hand corner and I just free up the red and just make it on. And say, well, okay, chop up again for me. Like, it's just, you've got to stamp your authority when you're playing out there. You can't just tap balls like that. You've got to put pressure on your opponent. You've got to play shots that actually advance your position to win the frame at the next visit. I know I sound critical, but if you want to get better at this game, you've got to start looking at these things. And far be it from me to say that I'm the best player on the planet, because I'm far from it, but I can see ways to actually advance your game. I don't think Clacky's going to be happy with that. Do you think he takes a double on Matty? Plain ball double. Has a natural angle in to just extract his last ball.
I don't think so.
What would you do? He's looking at it.
Find the shot right, Jamie.
Yeah, well, I've got to get 1 in 25. And look at this. Colby has actually done exactly opposite of what I said she should do.
Put all her balls first.
Yeah, and just left the crap ball to last and got the biggest result of all time. Tell you what,
I don't think that passes.
She's a genius at doing that. If that goes, it's huge. Looks like he's played a double. He's overplayed it a touch. Now, Tem.
Punish.
It's a tough spot here for Tem, only because obviously these reds and black down the bottom here is tricky. He needs to obviously develop them.
She is overcut.
And this is what I'm saying. Now, let's say she gets that ball out first and she still has 3 other reds on the table.
Tem has just gone in off on the other table.
I wonder how accurate this plant is. I think it's too thick, isn't it? Yellow on black on yellow is too thick.
Yeah, too thick. And when you're playing that, you're actually leaving the other yellow sitting all...
Well, I would play it on the left-hand side, and that way you'll actually move it a little bit. But then you risk having to be on one ball. So Clucky's decided on it. Do you think he'll come bottom rail and into him? That seems to be a better option.
Or into that red on the black spot.
It's not bad.
A little bit of a result there.
I think you screw off this and you don't pop the black in the middle. It's all about being on this last yellow, just have a shot at it.
It's a great shot.
You think it's on?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, I'll tell you what. If
He
that,
did not take his time on that.
No, if that wasn't actually straightforward, that's a poor shot. And this could be
Tem's comeback.
potentially, obviously barring a big shot coming up here. You can't just roll this in. He's got to punch this. He's got to get position. Oh, this is what Clucky does. That's what he does. What a freak show shot that is. That's a big shot. And this is what makes this man on screen so dangerous right now. You think you're a chance, and then suddenly he just pulls out the big shot. He tends to do that a lot in the middle of outs. Like, it looks like he's not going to pot out, and then suddenly he plays one shot, and then suddenly everything's on. And it hits you from nowhere. He's actually very good at that. So Katrina has worked her way back into this frame.
Do you think Colby will get back to the table here?
Yes. I'm serious, I think she will. I think this ball, bottom left of the 4, will cause the problem, and I don't even know what that is. But she has that ball that I just spoke about inside the yellow over the hole, but doesn't want to catch it thick, because if she does, she'll kill the yellow unless she plays the pace.
And that is just...
This chop is thin. I don't know how thin it is.
No, she's fine.
Looks thin to me. She's checking the wide angle.
Play this in the middle, check side, come back down, play the black in the...
Check side. So you wanted to play this at pace with check side thin. You're not asking for much. Jeez, it wasn't that thin after all, was it? It was half ball. She's hit that nearly half ball. Oh, my judgment skills are terrible. And she may have actually left herself just the perfect angle where she's just got to hit the black and it makes it, it's on. just one of those shots where, yeah, just hit the amount of black you can and it goes in.
And overcut.
Overcuts it. And we'll still win the frame. Trina's just got to play one well-judged cut into the centre, get the can on the yellow, push it towards the corner, should be okay.
And that's got
misses.
Should be right though.
And this is what I mean, like, you've got to get that shot right. So the natural angle missed the cannon, so you know you've got to slightly overcut it. And I don't, for people at home that are learning the game as well, so let's say that shot there that Katrina played as an example, and you see these sort of shots a lot, where people, the mentality of when you're potting a ball is, I need to pot the ball in the middle of the pocket, because that's what you always want to do. You want to pot it in the middle of the pocket so that way it goes. But there are times where pinching the pocket is required, and the pot will still go very comfortably, but will completely change the dynamic of the white and the direction it travels. And that shot that Katrina just had there was a perfect example, and that is a sensational shot from Katrina. Give credit where it's due. That is a big shot.
Has had a massive out.
Tem has just played very large, and we've had multiple largeness. That's a very big shot for Katrina, and I'll tell you what, 1-all, she will actually be feeling 10 times better, and Cole will be feeling sick, because there was a frame that after you miss that cannon, probably had no right to win after playing it, well, so badly, I guess you could say. Even a half ball would have been fine. You would have fat on the ball in the middle.
And Tem has got a ball.
He broke that very badly. He flew off the side of the pack. But you would imagine he'll take reds. Plenty of cover, and just wants to try and develop his bad balls as soon as possible here. Ops the lab. Look, I did look at this shot as well. Thought it might be a possibility. Only reason I didn't mention is because I really like the idea of attacking that frame while you've got so much cover and just opening your balls up and applying pressure, especially at 4-1 down. Is it 4-1 or 3-1? Must have missed a frame. Another good shot there from Katrina as well. Got herself right amongst the balls. Clucky's tried to say, well, you know what? You can cover that ball, kick the black out. Doesn't manage. And if I'm Clucky here, I'm thinking to myself, well, I've got to clear this yellow that's near the red over the bottom right, because Tem's got a couple of sort of dodgy balls still to play.
Is it worth putting Tem's red ball over the hole up the top?
That's what he's going to do.
I'm talking about the other red.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice of shot, though. I think he's...
Tem's still in control.
Well, I mean, both pockets offered control, didn't they? But he might be just hoping for a bit of overcommitment here. Yeah, chop this thin, is he, and get the can on the other two balls. Yep. Good shot. How's his luck?
Killed another yellow.
I think he's okay. Can he get... I think if he can get to the ball over the hole, he may commit. I think they're all on.
He's committing.
Yep, they're all on.
And he needs to clear these balls up.
There's a little soft stun centre table here. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, the big key here is this ball that's over the middle. You want to leave it last so you can just drop it in dead weight, and then you've got the cut on the black. It's tricky availability-wise because of that yellow, but you can see him now going, okay, if I land sort of pretty much replace the red with the white, am I on the black? The answer is yes. But now it's all about transition to it from the last couple of balls. And here comes the big shot. And this is one of those shots, Matty, where I was talking about pinching pocket. You can pot this and accidentally pinch pocket, like by overcutting it. If he does that, he's a chance to snooker himself with the yellow because the white will throw too wide. So you've actually got to pot this clean. Unless he plays a run through, of course. Oh, he's picked a gap. I tell you what, I don't know if he played exactly for that, but he'll cop it. The problem here is I don't think he can get on the black. I think it's turned out horrible for him. I don't think he can hold.
Might have to skew out over towards the other centre.
Yeah, see where he's putting his cue. He's like, where do I have to land to actually have a shot at this? And he's got to give it a bit. I don't know how far it's off the rail, but if he tries to punch in too hard, he may spit it. Do you know what? The more I look at the way he just played that shot, I think he tried to cannon it yellow. Oh, he's played that well. I think he's just... if he's not on it, he may be able to use a bit of left-hand side and flick it in. He's straight down on it. I think this is on. It is on. It goes in. 4-2. So Tem says, I don't care about your 4-0s, Clacky. I just do comebacks. Only issue, Clacky has a couple of breaks up his sleeve. I've said that so many times in these live streams, especially these long matches where people get big deficits.
Colby here with 2 shots.
No, that was that yellow hit.
No, but she hit the red, didn't she?
Oh, what's she on?
Colby's on reds.
Oh, okay, we'll be 2 shots then.
I think Colby's on reds. I don't think he would have played that if he was on yellow.
Yeah, true. Oh, doesn't get a good split. And I'll tell you what, I reckon that's to actually to Clacky's advantage at the moment. Tam's just run a couple of big racks and slow it down a touch. And Tam has openly admitted, not a massive fan of the tactical game. Would much rather pop balls. Oh, he's over chopped it.
And he's got
Fluked a red, and I'll tell you what, I reckon I'd be buzzing about that if I was him. I would want reds here.
actually, I wonder if that plant goes at the bottom of the pack, just past that yellow. Because if that does...
Tell you what, if you don't see an out here or you can't develop one, you get yourself in trouble here. He may crash through this. I don't reckon that plant you're talking about goes, man. I reckon it goes into the red that he's sort of on now.
I think it goes, actually.
I reckon it hits the red that he's about to play now. Then it'll go.
Obviously.
Oh, and he's played it too. I tell you what, he's played that well. Picked the gap nicely. You know what though? If he had a cannon at yellow, just a little bit, he could have played it low and then gone into him and opened up the red that's to the right of the black. Yeah. Oh, he's played that to a tee. Oh, that is desperately unlucky.
That is actually very unlucky.
Geez, you want to cast criticism, he's overhit it, but geez, that's hard to judge. That's a tough gig to land that hard up. I think it goes to the right middle. Colby gets a massive strawberry result as far as the white's concerned. Oh, he doesn't want to be on the rail. Tell you what, he's got to thread a needle here. This is a big shot. He's got to his pace is more important than anything. Like he's got to thread that needle. He's got to land on the left side rail, and he's got to get the pace perfect. And I think he even
actually it goes into this bottom right corner.
Does it? Oh, okay. Do you think he needs to use a touch of right hand side on this, Matty? Do you think it's a bit thin, or do you reckon the natural angle's there?
Touch of right.
Touch right hand side when you can't actually hit dead centre of the white, because he's sort of queuing high on this because of the rail. This is a tough shot. That's why he's jacking up. But jacking up makes it hard too. He's gone to double. That's sick.
He landed flat on
We'll say one thing though. If he had got the double, the white wouldn't have done exactly what it did. Would he have still landed on it, got the cannon? Don't know. But it would have slightly been different angle. Might have been better. Couldn't get much better than that though.
Colby's just played a really weird shot. Playing Katrina's ball up to the top. Wow. Great shot, Tim. Great shot.
Sick shot. I'll tell you what, he's starting to get rolling, isn't he?
If he pots out here,
It's like he's just decided to throw caution to win because he was 4-0 down. He's just said, oh, well, you know what, might as well just start having a dip. And you know what, sometimes that works out. This double's going to be large.
I cut this into the centre.
I reckon they roll away from the centre. Oh, what
It's
a
great
shot.
Tim.
What a sick unit right now. And this is 3-4. As Katrina misses.
That is a great out.
Tell you what,
Tim
this
will be buzzing right
This
now.
has actually been, if you go back and watch all 7 of these frames have been played so far, it's been a pretty high quality final. There's been some
With
good
Tim to
outs played.
break.
Meanwhile, 1-1.
Colby's in a lot of trouble here.
We've just had 7 frames to 2. Colby gets a big kick. But I'll tell you what, she hasn't worked it out yet, but it's actually to her benefit. She has not
Tim
realised it yet.
has got a ball and landed in the jaw.
Look at this, Colby has just landed. She's upset and she's landed perfect for the cannon along the red along the bottom rail when she pots this ball in the middle. It could not actually be better. If she had to run through further, it would have been worse for her. Oh, she's never got a kick before. I'm a kick genius. I'm the kick master. You watch this. She'll cut this in, and this will be perfect. And she'll be like, "Oh, what a kick!"
Doesn't want to overcut it like Katrina did before.
Yeah, she'll hit cushion first.
Wants to undercut it.
I reckon plain ball, like centre pocket's actually perfect here. Oh, look at this. No, she hit too thick. Maybe the kick did. Maybe I was wrong, mate. Not unusual for me to be wrong. What do you like here? Do you like to flick off this red to judge the pace? Do you like the middle ball behind, or do you like just playing the ball on the right-hand side for the snooker? They've all got to be judged right
Yeah, I think
pace-wise.
this is your best option here. I feel like you can control cutting off this thin, because then you got the jaws to play with.
Yeah, I agree with you. She's playing middle ball.
Mm-hmm.
She's left it.
Don't like it. Ooh, that slowed up a little bit. Straight down on
Oh,
it.
straight down on it. Must be on. Yep. Oh god, she could fit it. She could actually play that. Oh, that's actually sick.
I think
You can play that another 25 times, you'll never do that.
I think she should have took more time on that.
Do you know what I think, Matty, to be honest? I reckon, and I bet you if you rewind this at home, folks, I bet you any money when she played that, the white ball curved to the side rail and made her take it accidentally cushion first. And I'll tell you what, if she doesn't pot this, which the odds are she won't, because it looks pretty tough, this is what you call a potential strawberry. Colby under pressure here though with that where she's put that black.
Play this one up the rail.
Yeah, I like
just
the
top
full
through.
commit. I like the full commit on this shot.
Goes in, you go in.
Oh, Clucky's
Clucky.
starting to feel the pump now.
Oh.
Gee, she couldn't have hit that much better.
When I played a ball up there against Clacky, and it dipped out at last second.
Oh, Tim's in lockdown now, just saying, you know what, take this pocket, Clacky, have some more pressure. And you know what, can't blame him. That red near the black is horrible. Like it's just, it's very difficult to
Does
develop.
this black go underneath the red? No,
Oh.
it's missed by a kilometre.
And this is, well, this should be frame, really. Meanwhile, in Clucky'sville,
Too straight.
I'm actually just trying to see a transition, Matty, to this. Well, the only thing I can really see is to land just sort of just above the black, chop the yellow in the middle, and get the cannon on the red, yellow. Either that, or I'm trying to lock down the red a bit more. Big screw shot coming up here for Colby. Unless she wants a stun for the corner. Oh, that's not a good shot from Clacky.
He's not going for the out here, is he?
I think he was. I think he accidentally stun run through that instead of topped it, and he wanted to land pretty straight on the double. That's a great shot from Colby. Excellent killing. And this is what I mean. It's like she's had like probably 2 or 3, maybe 4 more shots than she was entitled to that frame. And she's ended up winning it. In my opinion, if I'm Colby, just keep opening up your dead balls. Just keep opening them up. And you know you're going to get back to the table. Don't try and leave your dead ball till last and then develop it. And then leave yourself nothing. Just get it out early. I know it sounds horrible, but it's just the flavour from what I'm seeing in that match. And Tem's just...
I think Tim's he's obviously tried to pot that.
Yeah,
The out's on.
Yeah, obviously that red goes onto the red below the black. But Clucky's still faced with a tough gig. I'll tell you what too, Clucky loses his frame, goes 4-all. Tem's a massive favourite momentum-wise. But you can just sense something special about to occur.
This isn't easy. Good double kiss.
I think he's playing the plan, didn't he?
No, he's actually played that very bad. He's actually opened up for Tem to go up here.
Surely he's not going to play the below the hole.
Hopefully not.
See, I'm not even playing the plan here, Matty. I'm going to play this red that's over the hole, the other end of the table, not this one. I think this is...
This is crazy.
This is crazy. So he's now relying on landing perfect on this last... Oh, actually, you know what? He's only got to land left side of the table. It's not that bad. It's actually probably all right. How's his angle? Yeah, it's good. So he's just flick this in with a touch right inside to make sure he clears the centre. The only thing he doesn't want to do is land on the side rail. That looks good.
He's hit
That looks
perfect.
really good. So now he's got a little stunning from the middle.
Going to 4-all here.
So Tam Dixon, 1 black away from the 4-all and massive momentum going into this final frame. And I'll tell you what, he looks to be queuing sensational and not really missing too, so.
While we see Colby on any out here.
Just shot there. Just get a little straighter on it.
I think she's perfect. She's running up for it.
Reckon she's going in between yellow and red? Sorry, red and black?
No. I'm just rolling it in like that.
Yeah, fair enough. Misjudged again. Good job, solid.
Do you play this yellow off the red, or do you just pot it?
Well, I mean, you've got to transition to your next yellow to transition to your final yellow, and to me it looks like she hasn't got a good angle for either. Like, the way I look at it, you want the white ball to be pretty much where the yellow is now, or back a touch, you stun the other one top corner, and then you're playing for the other one to the bottom right last.
Or safety break by Clacky.
But you're playing a couple of long-range shots here. She's played your shot, Matty, but what's the next easy ball? Do you know what I mean?
Rolling this up the top and playing yellow down here at the bottom
So
right.
what you're saying is you sacrifice position by giving you a harder shot just to push a ball down to the other corner. I would much rather have played this, been straighter on this than have an angle to roll it.
I think that's where doubt comes into the girl's mind. And she has missed that.
This is what I mean. She gets straight on that, punches it in. Probably doesn't miss it.
And look, while here, Clacky is broken. Left
Oh
himself,
my God! Look at
and
the
he does
reds.
not want to nominate yellow here.
Well,
Because
you
he's
can't.
going to be on him.
That is actually. You know what? I've watched a lot of breaks. Obviously, that got to be the unluckiest break I think I've ever seen. Ever.
I think he has to go for the nominate red and go for the thin cut down here onto the other red.
Do you think you can hit it? Well, then you're right. There's no way you can nominate yellow as a snooker here. It's death. You've got to chop this red.
No, he's got it. He can
No,
hit
he
it.
can hit it. He can hit the red. You've got to chop this down to the other one.
He's not.
No, he's not lining up the back door.
He's not going for a double here, is he?
Yeah, I agree. Big shot this. Oh, wow.
Does he hit the yellow there first?
So what did he hit? Can you replay that, Dan? He's obviously nominated reds.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would have just dropped in for a snooker. God, that was a stiff ball. I've never seen anything like that break. 2 balls over the hole just cause death and don't be on anything. What's Tim doing? Oh, it's open table, of course. Oh, I think he's made that black. Actually, you know what? Reds look dodgy. They don't look dodgy as such, but... The trickiest ball, obviously, this red ball just above the black. Just need to... Oh no, he's hit the red easy. I sense he'll get a little nudge on the black here if he's got the right angle. Just push it across a touch and he'll give himself so many options.
I think he's just going to roll this in.
Do you think the one... Yeah, do you think it goes in the middle, Matty, that one just above?
Yeah. No, he's coming up.
No, I reckon it goes. I reckon it goes in the middle.
You reckon?
Right now, I reckon you're playing both in the middle now. If this black passes the yellow, this is match over. It's done.
And that's it. Tim from 4-0 down, coming back.
What a massive comeback this has been. And I'll tell you what, he's played some quality pool to do it too. I mean, obviously that was probably the stiffest break you've ever seen in your life, but it is part of the game. And I just don't see an error here. You can land pretty much where the white is right now. You can overhit it that much. Oh, no, he's okay. He's got good cueing. He's fine. And Tim Dixon has won the state title from 4-0 down. That is a sick comeback. And Rio waddles her way over. As you can see on screen there, she smashes her tongue down his throat and says, "Well done, babe." As we focus on the ladies now who have finally got to their
3
fourth
frames
frame.
in compared to 9 frames from the men.
And this is why we chose to concentrate on the men's first. We knew the girls would get their time. So what is the
There's a worse. It was the unluckiest break you're going to see when you've got both bottom bags. You've got to try and jug a red.
Oh, I'll tell you what, she's just
That is
played that.
curve.
It's actually overrun a touch.
Really unlucky to
looks-
land on the side bracket.
Yeah, she looked to Cue really well.
There's no point.
It's a great
And
shot.
it's in, so Colby will win the state title very shortly. Colby, I reckon she'll give this a bit. And I'm going to make the call that she tries to put a bit extra power in this and slides off the side of the pack. Doesn't get a big split. Oh, she's hit it fat. No ball though.
She looks very crouched up on her break.
Yeah, look, she's experimented a lot with the break. And she had a good break going there for a while, but the problem with Colby's break is it relies extremely heavily on timing of her whole body moving, which obviously only takes one little bit of wrong movement the wrong way or whatever, and the timing's gone. That's why she slides off the pack a lot. But when she got smashed by Amy Beauchamp in England pretty much off the break, like Amy was potting like 3 or 4 balls off the break and clearing on her a lot, she got absolutely annihilated by it. She decided that she wanted to get a better break, but she hasn't really worked on it to do that. But she knows what she wants, but she just hasn't put the effort in to get it. And I'm sick of saying it, I really am, but I really do believe this girl on screen can do anything as far as winning world titles is concerned, but there are 2 things stopping her. One, she is a mental case upstairs, and number 2, her commitment to practice is just so wrong. But the ability is definitely there. Now, if you're Katrina there, right? What made you make that decision in 0.4 of a second to play that shot?
I don't know.
Like, don't look at the rest of the table, just hit the ball that's closest to it over somewhere over there and block a red somehow. Like, well, the white's found its way in. So Colby's, see how Colby's picked up her speed around the table with her walk? This will generally mean that she's going to attack this frame and try and finish the match. Like, she's feeling good. Oh, God. Oh, when you watch her cue there as well, her arm, her front arm that she cues from, I think she just needs to drop the elbow a touch. It's actually amazing the benefit that gives you to get through the ball. Isn't Katrina right-handed? Katrina right-handed or left-handed?
She's left.
She's left-handed. Maybe that's her problem. I've been saying that about left-handers for years. Sorry at home if you're left-handed. And that is I mean, yeah, it's not really anything. It's not really a good shot. That's to be fair. It leaves the pocket open.
Colby just says, yeah, you can do that, but I'll do this.
She's probably going to. You pop this with right hand side and leave the white ball under the reds.
Done exactly that.
Yeah, it hasn't quite got it perfect, but it's not bad. It still leaves it pretty tricky. But if you're Katrina, you don't play this red. You play the one on the right hand side of the table instead, and you play it down over the pocket, since that's what she's obviously showing what she wants to do. She wants to put the balls over the hole because she doesn't feel like this out is on.
It's actually a really good shot.
Play this top ball, Maddie, on the left hand side. That's your trickiest ball. But no.
I can't think of it because she's just potting out.
I think that red ball that I just spoke about, it's just underneath the 3 yellows that are left of the black. I think that's going to bring her undone, that ball. You need to land a specific area, either left or right hand side of the table, and you don't want to leave it as your last ball for transition to black, especially if you land on the right hand side of the table.
She just seems to keep potting and doesn't really
Have a
where
plan?
she's landing. Yeah.
Here
She wants
comes,
to land a little bit higher on this.
I think she's landed perfect. Just roll it in. That's short though.
That is short.
That had to come through. Although she still might be able to get through. But you are right, Matty. You have to feel that this has been made up as it's gone along. I don't think this was the full plan. Yep, it was. It was perfect. It's a good out, but like I said, don't reckon it was planned from the word go. It's fallen into place nicely. A good out. And that was basically caused by a poor shot.
And here's the toilet break.
Of course it is. Oh, the 2020 shot clock's actually out. Gov's doing the 2020 on them, which is a good result.
Do you disagree with the 2020?
Oh, Matty, have you not been listening to my live streaming commentary of late? Did you not hear me at all at Big Guns? You didn't hear a word I said. I think I'm not against it, but I'm against the way it was brought in. A bunch of people said, yeah, let's bring in 2020 because a few people said they wanted it in without any data collected at all to prove that it was actually being abused at the time, or 60 seconds was being, 30 seconds and then transition 60 seconds was happening far too often to speed the match up. And I cast you back to last year's Nationals, which you were at. Did you watch the quarterfinals onwards in the Open? Tell me how many times you reckon, from memory, people went over 30 seconds, 40, 50 seconds, took a minute. It was just free-flowing. Don't get me wrong, I don't disagree with speeding up the match if it is running slow. But the only thing I can see it doing damage to is if you get a tough spot. We'll use that frame that Clacky and Tem were in where the balls were over the pocket with the black. And you need some thinking time. All it can promote is bad choice of shot because you're rushed, which means you don't get to see the best possible pull.
I also disagree with it because you're playing 2020 here, but then you're going over to England and you're playing however long you want. You don't have roaming umpires, which is pretty disgusting for a world event.
Mate, you hit the nail on the head, and obviously you being a world champion, I went over there a couple of times. I'll never go back again. I was absolutely disgraced with the fact of how it was run for 2 reasons. One, no times. No timing at all during the until you get to the finals when they actually do it right. And number 2, the blatant cheating in other languages. Crazy.
Like, for example, Luke Foster was playing Giuseppe in one of his under-23 matches, and Giuseppe was taking 2 minutes a shot. So Luke asked one of the sideline people to umpire, and Giuseppe fired up about it.
And that's just a culture thing. They're used to it over there.
And then they got like Joe Fano down, and nothing happened about it. So ended up being no timer.
Yeah, I just can't agree with that. But 60 seconds is plenty of time. It's not 40. I mean, where do you stop? Do you start in 5 years' time? Do people go, oh, 2020 is just too slow? Let's make it 15-15. Before you know it, you're at 10-10, and you've got to run around the table like you're on the gear. Like it's just crazy.
Back to the pool.
So, okay. True. Katrina has just eliminated the ball that had control. She has a dead yellow now she has to deal with. Could she pot anything other than that yellow over the hole?
I'm playing this yellow on the side rail.
Inside?
To hit the yellow into the rail and leaving the white on the bottom.
Yeah, same. Oh, look at this sick plan.
That's a great shot.
It's not a bad shot at all. I'll be opting to just say, well, I've got a dodgy ball on the side rail. I'll get that off, and Katrina, you still have this dodgy ball on the right side of the table yourself.
I'm surprised she didn't double that to try and block Katrina's other yellow.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah, Katrina's basically going to return favour and say, well, I've got heaps of control of this bottom pocket. I'll just get my dodgy ball out now.
Smashing it.
I think she tried to play it off the red, but look, she's got a good result. She's got it centre table. Hasn't left nothing. That was a good English by the end, wasn't it? Hasn't left nothing. I'll tell you what.
Always in a fair bit of trouble here.
Yeah, I mean, I look at this frame and I just stare 3-all in the face, but you just don't know what's going to happen.
Unless it doesn't go, does it?
I don't think this plant's on. Well, that was closer to potable than I thought. So I look at these balls, right, Matty, and I think, okay, well, you commit here, go game.
If you're all male. If you're all male.
Well, yeah.
I think any male would commit here and go out.
I think Katrina will too. But, okay, straight away,
That's
this is
not
the
your
wrong
first
ball.
ball.
This is the wrong ball. She's
That
just
is a
canned it.
good
I'll tell you
shot.
what, she's potting everything. She's going off.
But she hasn't left herself much.
I think she's got the plant, the one that's just below the. So she got sort of 3 in a row heading towards that bottom left. You got the middle one. I think she's on that for the plant. And actually, things will open up very nicely if she cans this. She has. She's accuracy is sick right now. She's actually getting everything spot on. And that's not easy to do on these tables playing fairly dead weight, because they do tend to move around a touch. And I really like Katrina stunning this in and give herself an angle to come off the rail underneath the yellow on the right, and then playing the plant. She's rolling it, is she?
Don't like it.
Well, there's no position now.
She needed to stun that in and did do exactly what you said.
I wonder what she was. Maybe do you think she tried to stun it, just accidentally run through, or do you think she was playing for something else?
What else? I don't think you were playing for anything else.
Oh, that white ball has curved so much. Found me enough. Colby's still in some trouble. Sussing out this middle pocket situation with these two dodgy reds. I wonder what the angle of this wide is if you play this plant, if you go into the reds or not, or whether you go into the yellow or skip underneath. Hard to tell.
Be perfect if she could go underneath it.
Oh, she hit it so thick, yeah, really thick.
She almost needed to hit the rail first with that red to get under there to play that other red in the middle.
Yeah, agree. She has got a safety now though if she wants to play it. Like she's got this ball on her own side where she can basically sort of play half ball double. Just bounce it and just get the little snooker. That's what she's going to do. Yep, she's played a half ball.
Kick.
I think she's still okay. But just wondering when Colby bounced that red out, got the double kiss, if she cut this ball off to the middle or whether it passes the red. I think it passes. And I don't mind playing it because the way Katrina's put these yellows, they look a bit tricky. Although I think you can probably get through to the bottom one. I don't know, I just think I'd have a go here.
What about this, Jamie? Playing off that top red full ball and knocking the black up to the other red.
Yeah, I like that shot too. Gee, she hasn't played that well at all. Your shot actually is the go.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that shot until you mentioned it. That is a very, very smart shot. I'll tell you one thing it does is though, it puts Katrina under the pump to make this out now. Okay, and I was just going to say, I could see exactly what she just did happening. Like, you got to play that with side and you can get the ball out. And now Colby's just gone a massive favourite to win the match.
Unless something.
And this is what I was talking about. Just open your balls up. Just open them up.
Don't you wish you could do that in the men?
This is what I mean. You lose the match. Lose the frame, lose the match.
You have to go for the double E, don't you?
This black looks, she's playing off the red. No, she's cut it. Overcut it by some margin though.
Got fortunate there actually.
Yeah, she has left it a little dodgy, but Colby should be up to the task, one would think.
She should put out here.
She's got all her balls in the open. It's just this sort of opening shot.
She doesn't play that very well.
No, actually, that's probably the worst spot you can land. The only way you could land any worse than that is put the white ball hard up on the bottom rail and slightly to the left. She's taking this onto the middle. What a sick recovery shot that is.
She misses that. It's 3-all.
Yep. But that's what Colby actually does do. She plays big shots when she puts herself in trouble because she actually does it a lot. She puts herself in trouble because her white ball's questionable at many of times, but she produces big shots to keep herself going. She's very well renowned for it and she believes in it herself. Like she knows that her fault's her white ball a lot of the time and she knows that she can take big shots to get herself back out of it. Why is she topping through this? Why the hell do you top that? Why?
She's
Oh, I know
lost
why.
herself to
Because she wanted to lose the white and play another big shot. So he wants to play this off the yellow. White ball travels between the black and the red. Cannons the yellow side rail, lands fat on the red, goes game. I don't know why she didn't stun that. That makes no sense to me at all.
No, the triple's on.
The triple.
beams off the yellow. I have no clue what she just done. What the?
Just going to try and chop this across. Plays the
Disagree.
suicide shot. Now
I think she
Katrina-
has to go for that red inside the yellow
Absolutely, you
and
do.
try and knock it out. Seeing she played such a bad positional shot the one before. Because this Katrina needs this in or over.
Well, over's actually probably almost enough here, you know, if she doesn't pot it. I mean, yes, she wanted it in to finish the frame, but it's as good as a win, isn't it? I mean, the only thing I can see here is you've got to chop the red across and you've got to get the pace right and you've got to land it on the back of the yellow. There's no other shot. Do you see a better shot?
You have to.
I think you have to, you've got to try and smother it. What's she looking at
This is
here?
a market. A similar market.
Oh, you mean catching the red just before the yellow off two into the middle.
She's not backdooring this, is she?
Oh, she's on it. Is she on this?
What's the point in that?
My God, that was crazy. I'll tell you what.
That's actually a result.
That is a massive result. This can go wrong.
And she's straight down
on it. God, have a look at it. Trust her. Yeah, look at this. Oh, it's slightly dodgy. Did that red go in as well? Oh, what is she doing? Oh, she's played it well. A little kiss for a result.
That's what you get.
And you know what? Colby actually deserves to lose this match now.
Mr. the inner jaw. Straight in.
She seems to be potting pretty clean, Katrina. There is always a time discrepancy issue. Whose break? So it's Colby's break, is it?
Colby's break.
Last time she got the 3-all, or 2-all, or whatever it was, she broke and went out.
Don't see that happening this time.
Yeah, I think she's going to be a little bit tense at the moment. She seems a bit upset with herself. Yeah, I think she knows she shouldn't be 3-all. She should have closed this match out long ago. And it's from what I can see, it's all been about options and choice of shot and white ball. You know what I mean? Like there's been a few.
She should have closed that out really.
Yeah, that white
She's
ball.
had, I don't know why she topped it. Man, she's come
Hot
up.
racked herself. Pots of red.
Reds here.
You say reds, I say yellows. I like the number of soldiers at the black end of the table.
Yep.
20 seconds has been called. And Colby is taking reds, Maddie, so she doesn't like me. Wow, she's actually pot that thick to follow the white. That's a good effort for the red to go in.
I actually think she's not very happy about that. The 20-second timer on.
Well, she was one of the ones that thought it should come in, so. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that because I'm not. She was up. Yeah, she said she didn't care, and I actually felt that it'll benefit her once she gets used to it because I think she'll start to free fall a little bit because I really think she's too stop and starty, and I think what holds her back is her ability to have rhythm from shot to shot. I'll tell you what, she pots this in the corner, gets into this pack. Big chance. Oh, don't top it. She gets into it. No good. No good.
That's actually the first aggressive shot I've seen her play.
It was, she's bashed it in rather than punched it in, you know, like, you've got to get into that pack. I actually don't think she goes game now. It's too tricky now.
And she's killed another yellow.
You pop this yellow at the bottom and get out. But then you've got this one at the top, you've got the two in the pack. Does this go in the middle?
Doesn't go in the middle, does it?
So if this went in the middle, you wanted an angle to go into the little mini bunch again. Go on the double, I think. Or is it on? Go on the Crazy Town double.
And here we are again. She's just trying to pot balls with no execution.
Yeah, no thought plan of how to actually finish the match. Like you got this yellow that's hard up on the black. What does she think she's going to do with that? Like this is obviously she's going to try and put this over the hole. Whereas Colby, on the other hand, she'll be looking at these going, okay, what can I do here? And I actually think maybe, do you think that red passes the black to the corner? I think it definitely goes in the middle. Oh,
It's a bad miss.
well, she's walked away furious.
What about this, playing this yellow onto the red onto her other yellow?
Oh, that's a bad shot. If you're going to play that shot, play cushion first off the red. Kill the red to the bottom rail. So, Reece, do you reckon that red goes to the corner? Goes to centre, but not the corner?
Which red are you on about?
The one that's next to the black.
This one.
So it only goes to the left middle.
Do you reckon it goes to the middle?
Oh, where's this white ball going? Doesn't not want it to be there. Oh, I think she snookered herself. I think she should be okay to come off the side rail, but I don't think she's in any immediate danger of losing the frame as long as she doesn't foul.
I don't think that red goes into the middle.
Oh, okay. Maddie says the red doesn't go in the middle either. Reece says yes, it does. I'm going to go and have a look. You guys are pissing me off. No way does that red go in the middle. Nah, that, my opinion, doesn't go. You need to play with an enormous amount of right-hand side to square it up. This game is very, very much in the balance at the moment.
Probably just needs to, I think, needs to cover this bottom pocket.
How's her angle, Maddie? Like, yellow, do you reckon it goes this red and she can get into the pack or not?
Oh,
Deep
actually,
screw?
maybe top.
Top with a touch of right hand side.
Yeah.
I don't. It'll throw to while you play at pace. Oh gosh,
She's played that hard.
She's actually lost the plot. Like she's walking away, really angry with herself. Just
And that's
needs to
what you
settle down a
don't.
touch.
You don't really want to show your opponent that.
If you're Katrina now, surely you play this yellow. It's on the red, and just push it towards your yellow a little bit. Open up your ball. Put her under the pump.
I guess then Colby could play that other red on the bottom rail underneath.
Oh, what's going on there?
Jaw snooker.
I think she's just cleared the jaw enough.
No, jaw snooker.
Now she's going to play it. And she's going to put the black in Colby's
Don't like
territory.
this.
Play to pace.
That's just lost her the frame.
Well, so this is what I mean. Like, there's no thought about that. Just, just hit this.
She didn't even come around and look where she wanted to hit it or where everything was going.
How weird's this frame? You've just got a giant line of reds on the bottom rail. Like, no open pockets. I'm just
Chase
trying to
cut this Yellow up and down. What's it?
This is.
I see no point in
Just
fighting
going to
it.
keep potting and play for a double on the black. That's what she's
Hopefully
going
it
to
goes
do.
in.
Yep, pretty much. Tell you one thing I've got to say about Katrina. She just gives no cares. She just says, "Oh God, what? There's no point in putting that over the pocket or putting it on the side rail." Now Colby can just kick one of her awkward balls off the rail.
Preferably one next to the black, you reckon, Jamie? Just bounce it out above the black.
Yeah, I know why she's not. She doesn't want to risk the table moving. So what happens is when she kicks this out, oh God.
When?
Well, look, you know what? I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt there and say that she just copped a small amount of drift. Because, like I said, they do drift a lot, these tables. They're very tricky to play dead weight shots on, or long range, sort of slowish shots. Now she kicks this ball out near the black. Surely. But once again, she's probably worried about the drift. You know what I mean? It's hard to hit it full. Could double kiss it.
I'd give it a little bit here. Not too much. So even if it does pot the red over the hole, you still, with about how much you should hit it.
Yeah, be on the middle.
What is she doing?
Wow. Well, I'm not sure what she's playing for here. Did you just put that down to like a full brain fade, or what's the deal there?
I don't understand that shot at all.
Well, actually, you know what? Maybe she's tried to land high and play the ball over the hole on the left-hand side of it, and then play the train.
Doesn't you still, the red could stay behind that yellow, behind the black.
But she's probably thinking, well, you know what? I'm not that stressed about it. If it does, I can promote it afterwards. She's got a really dead yellow at the top as far as if you leave it on the right-hand side of the
Katrina
train.
can get her yellow down here and make some interference.
You've got to bring it down.
She's double kissed it though, it's no good.
Tell you what, it's better than what it could have been. It could have stayed on the bottom rail somewhere. Tell you what it does do is it forces Colby to think a little.
Do you have a dippy?
No, I don't. This is the thing. I get the white ball as hard up on the bottom rail as I can. So she has no cueing at the shot. Just got the flick.
I don't understand why she potted that ball over the hole.
No, I don't get it either.
There's 4 or 5 other better shots you can play.
She's still a massive favourite though, this frame. Like Katrina actually either needs to pull out a massive shot or get a crazy extraction off this yellow, which we know she's not going to do. She's got to swing it around angles. And the way she's been playing, that shot's just not happening. So she decided to bring the yellow back up into this area of the table, which I don't mind. So once again, Colby's faced with this situation of what do I do as far as I don't want to give her any chance to get any kind of black shot.
She doesn't want to hit this thick, knock the black out.
She's dragged it. Played it pretty well.
She's given her the angle.
Tell you what. I'm actually not sure she has. Oh, it's not ideal, this angle. It's sort of in between what you want. It's in between, isn't it? It's like you can't.
Maybe off the bottom rail.
Yeah, you got to force it.
What the?
I think that's a good shot. Well, actually, no, I don't. You play this across, get the disturbance.
Could go wrong
Yeah, it could go wrong. You know what, Matty? If you're if you're going to play that shot, why not screw up the table? The white ball's going to be troubling a bit here, that table.
Don't like it.
Oh, she's dumped the white, has she? No.
Did not like it.
Now I'm playing for the double kiss. God, this is actually a really tricky situation because, like, it looks really simple on the screen. You just go, oh, okay, we'll just roll up onto this red near the black and just put the white ball hard up on the black. But you are relying on the table being dead straight, and you're also relying on your cueing being perfect at the line that you choose to play it at.
And I wouldn't trust these tables.
Well,
That's very hard.
That's played well.
That is
Oh,
great.
she left it on. Has she left it on? I don't think it's on. I don't reckon that black is on. She played it pretty well, I think. Probably overhit a touch, but not too bad. Katrina's just saying, okay, what can I do with this black if I pot this yellow? Do you know what the answer is? Not a hell of a lot, but you know what you could do if you do pot this yellow, and I feel that you've got to go now because you may not get a better chance. She can play the black fairly full and play it sort of a safety shot. So you hit this fairly full, leave the white ball on top of the red, or just to the right of the red, leave the black on and put her under the pump. Just like this. I think that's the right shot.
I think she's needed a tiny bit harder.
Yeah,
I,
you're
I
right,
think
just a
Colby
touch
can
harder,
get through to that ball.
Why you're even checking that ball, I do not know. It doesn't matter. I suppose a touching ball could matter.
She's not looking at coming underneath this
She's
black,
got to
is
be
she?
looking. She's got to be looking at putting the ball over the hole. Surely. No, she's
Colby,
not. You've got to chop this ball over
surely
the
you're
hole.
on that.
Yeah, now she's no. Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting. It's not bad. It's not bad. This is a big shot. You
She
cannot.
does play this up the top right. It dips in right at the last second.
Yeah, I know. I like what she's doing here. Half ball, take the white ball long. I like this shot. I like this shot a lot. She might have got the result with the ball over the hole too. I just think she's overhit it a touch. You wanted to stay bottom side of the table to put Colby under real pressure. You know what? I play the bottom ball and I take the white ball left side cushion and leave a really tough shot on the black. She's gone underneath.
No, I like that shot much better.
You like that more?
Yeah.
It was
Then you
impossible to
give
get
them
hard up Chinese though.
Getting straight down on it again.
No, this is just going to get bashed, I think.
And kills
Oh,
the black.
gets a little result there with the black on the rail. Colby knows it too, I reckon. Just thinking, oh, why didn't you leave that on?
Do you go for it?
Apparently, yes. Apparently, yes. See, to be honest, mate, oh, she's got a good angle. Perfect. Just stun across. I think I would have come off half ball for left-hand side, the ball in the middle of the table, take the white ball bottom rail, and try and get a snooker at the same time.
Stop, game's going.
But Colby said no, I'm going to back my ability. And you can't blame her. Doesn't want to overstun this and going off.
Possible. And
She's found the woodsy. She's done the woodsy.
oh my goodness.
It is exactly the same as woodsy. This is why I said you don't want to overstun that. This is woodsy all over again. Except it's a Victorian title, not an Australian title. I wonder how Woodsy feels about this shot being referred to the Woodsy every time it happens. Colby
needs
using
to
the
hit
parallel
this.
shift. She's going to smash this too, but she's using the parallel shift to get out of it off 2 rails. Needs a result, but most importantly, needs to hit it. Tell you, if she hits this, I'll put her still with a big chance to get a result. Oh, that is so close.
She'll be steaming.
It's much better 2 rails there. You have a much bigger chance of getting a better gap between the 2 balls. And it's easier to judge, believe it or not, than 1 rail, especially at pace, because it'll straightens up off 1 rail too much. Oh, look at this. Oh, she's got the biggest result of all time there. That was played terribly. But Katrina Defina will be our state champion, and Colby Poole will be absolutely killing herself. But at the same time, you can see there, she's very happy for Katrina as well. And
Colby had her chances in that match.
yeah, Colby was upset, but at the same time, she will be very happy for Katrina because that's what Colby's like. Anyway, folks, that concludes our state titles playoffs coverage. Hope you enjoyed it. And what do we got next, Dan? What do you got lined up next, mate? We might have a couple of weeks off. Dan might come and do some VPPL just for fun. No, just kidding. But yeah, I don't even know when the next tournament is. Anyway, keep an eye on Facebook. You know where to look, guys. I'm sure there'll be something coming up within the next month or so, and we'll see you then.